There's too much pickle juice on it. Can't be
Why
here.
is everything moving?
This is all I know about him. Just prone to pickle juice spills.
It just seemed more live than it was when it happened.
Yeah. We are live. All right, let me just get in my position and act like this show just started. Hopefully I clicked everything correct. Can everybody hear us? You get sound coming out of that? You can turn it up?
They don't need to hear. That's cool.
Get that feedback. Okay, cool. All right, they can hear us. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Awesome Talk Season 12, Episode 4 on November 26, 2019. Tonight we have an absolutely awesome show for you. And to me, this is the kickstart of Thanksgiving. That's what I think is where we're at right now. Fuck it. Why not? We'll just do it that way. So we're all here having fun. I'm sure you're having fun. I see Pat in the chat. I see my mom there. I saw Lisa in the chat just a second ago. And anybody else, man, just say something. Say hello and argue about whatever the fuck we're talking about here. We have a great show for you tonight, man. So first, I want to thank Mark Henely, because Mark Henely, I just asked him yesterday if he would come by and be on the show, and he fucking jumped on that shit, and he's here, and I want to thank him so much for being here tonight, man. So good to see you.
Thank you.
Sarah, I'm probably going to ask you to switch those cameras just for a minute.
I'm aware.
Okay. And I want to welcome our other guest, Jordan Dela Peña Mangloña.
Close. You got it. No, it's almost, man.
Close? Close?
No,
You
everyone,
got it. Let it
yeah,
slide.
It's always like a quiz, my name.
Or names.
It's Jordan Dela Peña Mangloña. So it's...
Mangloña. See, I feel like
And I'm saying it with a Jersey accent. Like, I'm saying it wrong. Like technically.
Welcome to the show, dude. I'm
Yeah.
so glad you're finally here,
Thank
man.
you. Yeah.
So I think now we'll just get started. We'll just do a quick around the bar, Rob.
Quick circle jerk. I'm happy I'm not in for this part.
All right, fine.
out.
Well,
Yo, fucking meet and greet.
I am Rick, and I'm your host.
I'm Rob, and I sit next to the host.
I'm Pat.
I'm Jordan. I'm an animation major.
Yes. My name is Mark Henley. I wear this hat now.
Looks good.
Yeah.
I'm Stones. I'm in a state of ataraxy.
Ataraxy.
It's very pretentious of me to say that.
Wow.
Watch out, we're bringing out the words.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good thing I'm in a state of ataraxy, though, is I have anxiety about saying that.
Eek. All right.
You want to define that for everybody?
No, because he wants you to.
No, that's the thing. He's just paying you.
Yeah,
He's paying
you were totally doing it.
Don't you take that
I'm like,
fucking
do you want to define it?
Don't
Like,
you
what's
take
the
it.
definition?
Don't you let him reel it in. You do not tug on the bait.
I'm
That's
actually-
it. He's
I'm actually
feeling
kinda
ataraxal
curious.
or whatever it is.
Anti-direct a little.
I want to see what you think it means.
Oh, that's a twist.
What was the game we came
Well,
up
'cause
with
I don't know what
recently?
it
It was
means, so.
pin the tail on the it was the genital part. That was really obscure. The
Oh
name
yeah,
of
we
it.
were talking about the perineum.
Yeah,
The
the
perineum.
The perineum.
That's it, right.
Perineum.
What's the perineum?
Oh.
See, it's pin the tail on the perineum. I bet you half the room would get it fucking wrong. You just gotta not
diem.
say
It's
anything
literally
about
per
it.
It's just your taint.
Oh,
It's
is
your
it per diem or per diem?
It's your gooch.
Put the taint on the donkey game. Yeah.
Put
I
the
show my per diem.
Perineum.
Per diem.
Permesium.
Paramecium.
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 One-celled
Do
organism.
parameciums have perineums?
I know if I titled this episode, I would
Bring
call
the
it
paramecium per diem.
Yeah, the
It's like a
Paramecium
patch
perineum.
of molecules. It's
They
like
might be small, but they're just as important.
Well,
True.
all right.
They have a pseudo
Fair
per
enough.
diem.
We're gonna pin a tail on it.
We're gonna put a tail on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Or something. What else do you hang from a taint?
Well, it's not the taint, though.
A couple of weird hairs?
Couple light
never the
bulbs,
taint.
like mini light
Missile
bulbs.
taint?
Mini light bulbs?
Truck nuts. Truck nuts under your nuts.
Oh, man.
truck nuts on
Truck nuts under your nuts. Like just when you think you get under them, they're like ping, ping.
quadruple.
Dude, it sounds like a rap song. Truck nuts under your nuts.
Or it could be like a defense thing.
Sounds painful though.
So no one can hit you in the real
Sounds
nuts.
like you're
They don't
getting
know which
run
ones
over.
the real ones
Oh,
are.
so the truck nuts are in front of
shit.
your actual nuts?
Could be, yeah.
So
So
they,
you
they
gotta
might
make like
smash your
they have
actual
to come
nuts.
in ring sizes so you can just lay them in front of it like a protective casing.
Yeah.
I think we just patented a
Like
new
yeah,
cup.
like it's like just a hollow
It's a cup,
shield
right?
and it
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
lays on top of them.
Right.
Wow, we can make a lot of money in like the NFL with that.
So your truck nuts would have to be in front of your regular nuts.
Right. It's
Yeah.
picture
They
like
would
a
have to be
drop,
in
like
between?
a drop match.
Nut
Well,
armor.
here's the
You
thing.
just hang it in front of
And
it.
plus, if you put the truck nuts behind your regular nuts and somebody punches you in the nuts, they're just smashing your nuts against the steel nuts.
Yeah, I'd make them out of rubber and put them in the front.
Yeah, that's, I think
Rubber
that's
Mold
nuts?
it in.
Rubber
Oh, yeah,
nuts.
just like as a protective
nuts.
shield.
Mold it.
for Sure.
Yeah, mold it.
It's gotta be some
Like,
kind of like air breathing going on though. You can't just clamp
So
your
you-
nuts
so
down
you
and
make
expect
chainmail.
things to be
It's
okay.
gotta be whatever.
Chainmail nuts.
Whatever yoga mats are made of.
Chainmail nuts. They breathe.
Something that can breathe, right?
Yeah.
Because if you
Chainmail nuts,
hold
they
if you
breathe.
hold an
That's our
unbreathable fabric or whatever against your nut wall and you just leave it sit without any
You
release.
just marinate.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Exactly.
feel with the
No
chainmail
air
though, the
escape.
recoil would just be outrageous.
Chainmail?
What if it? Oh no, I forgot.
Chainmail, you
Chainmail
get
condenses
pinched.
right
You get
there. Oh
pinched.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
You'll be
that's a
bleeding
bad-
everywhere.
Especially you got hair.
Oh! All your little hairs being yanked out
For
by the
all the times
roots
that
one
you
at a
wear,
time.
for all the times you wear those
This
nice
way
white
and that.
satin
No,
pants,
no.
and you're like,
What's up?
I wonder if you could make soft chainmail, like
With, like,
out of
solder?
different material. And
No,
just,
you
like,
flock it.
what if you?
Beforehand.
What if you did it in
like felt.
like
Yeah, felt
what's-
chainmail.
What's that really light bulletproof vest stuff?
Teflon?
Yeah, you do Teflon.
Yeah. Now check out my
That just looks
Teflon nut sack
Yeah.
holder.
Yeah.
Go ahead and punch this.
So if someone shot you in the
Take
nuts.
the stocking
You're
stuff.
good, man. Unless it's like lethal weapon and they got
I
like
can
hollow
still stab
points.
you though.
Plus,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could definitely you can cook some serious bacon on them because they're Teflon.
Yo, there's a guy I know. He I used to
Oh,
know-
non-stick nuts.
Yeah.
Where do you work? I work at non-stick nuts.
We are batwing free.
Caught in the wilderness? Use the sun.
Yeah, but
Just
like,
cook your
in a
breakfast
couple
right out of your
years,
nuts.
that non-stick coating starts peeling off and it looks real awful.
Your nuts all rusty underneath. What's up with this?
What is that?
Oh, on the topic of back when we were talking about bulletproof like vests.
Yeah.
I used to know these guys that were like crazy partiers and stuff like that. And the one guy, he like bought a bulletproof vest, and he was like drinking his bulletproof vest. And he was like, this is like in Belmar too. It's not like anywhere. It's like, he had like a bulletproof vest, and he was like, and I wasn't there for it, but they said that like he was bragging about it, and his one friend wanted to like, you know, track the durability, so he like stabbed him. with it.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, no, let me
Which
just
doesn't
try this
defend it
out.
at all.
bud. Let's
Yeah.
You guys just stand over him like fucking liar.
Your vest sucks, bro.
Yeah.
It's bulletproof, not knife proof.
Yeah.
You need different materials for that.
Totally.
But you can see how someone could be like, well,
I
knives
mean, yeah,
are not
if you
as
didn't
strong
know,
as guns.
maybe.
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
I mean, if you were drinking a lot that day, for sure.
I guess.
Yeah, and your
You're
condition.
blacked out. Fucking do it.
Yeah, do it,
And
pussy.
you ignored all the warnings that came with it. Do not stab it.
Yeah. Now you throw that out because what do you need warnings for? You're in a bulletproof vest.
Yeah,
You got nothing to worry about. You get hit by a car and be fine. You know, bullets are deadly.
Raccoon could bite you and you're all right.
Yeah, right.
That's not-
Raccoon bites through. You're like,
At least
Do they make
mine.
bulletproof gimp suits?
Oh my
I feel like that
god.
would be the
God.
safest thing. Like,
you just raised the bar.
Why not
on
like a
S&M.
wetsuit though?
You gotta, like,
That's
scream
kinda
out a
like
second,
a
hold
suit,
on.
but
yo!
Yo.
But with the zippers, it's so steampunk.
Right, and you
It's
put
so
and there's gotta be you put a hook in the crotch to put your truck
Yeah, with a
nuts.
bunch of clock gears on it.
Why did this turn into Thunderdome?
Bulletproof.
You mean the blood
Imagine
dome?
that's all you wear though. You just wear a pair of truck nuts and like a gimp suit.
You go to work like that. What's up? I'm like gimp
Bulletproof
suit and
gimp
my truck nuts. Go fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
Probably be heavy.
I'm picturing like a Will Smith movie where he's like shooting everybody, and then the bulletproof gimp suit guy comes out,
And
he's
the bullets are clanging off his
yeah,
nuts.
they're like,
That's how you hear him coming.
Yeah,
Bing,
plink, plink.
bing.
And then
he
somebody
looks up
just
and he's
stabs
like,
him in the nut.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what the fuck? These are supposed to be bulletproof.
Yeah, that's the bit. The guy's like, Will Smith's like shooting the guy, and the guy's like, everything's bouncing off of him. And the guy's like, you can't stop me. And Will Smith just stabs him. And then,
Yeah,
In the
right.
nuts.
Yeah.
Or in the gimp suit.
and then he says something cool.
He just stabs him easily through the
yeah.
gimp suit. Ah.
Then which one wins?
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotta get the knife gun out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody's been a
It's
closest,
like a semi-automatic. Like
the closest thing to a knife gun we have is a
Crossbow.
what's the thing
Something
you shoot
with bands
sharks
or-
with?
Harpoons.
Harpoons.
Yeah, there you go.
That's kind of a knife gun.
Yeah.
That's a knife gun.
It's like
Yeah.
almost a sword
What's
gun.
that thing? Shark.
It's like a lance launcher. Like you're throwing
What's the
lances
weapon we
at
kill
people.
sharks with?
Yeah.
That thing.
Should
High
be dolphins, because fuck dolphins.
Oh my
Dolphins are
God.
pieces of shit,
Yeah,
dude.
they like rape.
They rape
choose.
and they gang rape for fun.
Yeah.
They
People
stop
of the sea.
Pufferfish, man.
People of the sea.
They just play
Yeah.
with pufferfish like
They
this.
get pleasure out of it.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's okay.
No, we can't paint a broad brush. I've been thinking about this. We can't. No, because there are probably dolphins just like there are humans.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
like,
there's
no,
good-
no,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like there are dolphins. That are
There's
like
good
fuck
dolphins
rape,
on
man.
both
There's
That's
sides.
good dolphins.
100% real.
Dolphins on both sides.
Dude, dolphins are not to be trusted.
No.
And anyone that says otherwise is nuts. I don't understand these people that are like, oh, I took my 7-year-old to swim with the dolphins. It's like, you don't understand the danger they're in. Dude, they there's
They were
news
ripping their
reports-
arm
Wants
off.
a surprise dolphin
Crazy.
day.
There's news reports of dolphins wrapping their giant cocks around dudes and like pulling them into the fucking ocean more while they're trying to escape. Like they're sociopathic
That's
fucking
unusual.
creatures.
How
dude.
is there not a movie?
The
made?
only thing
We got a fucking Sharknado, but
I'm
this
telling
doesn't
you, man,
exist.
the only thing
No, this
saving
should
us
exist.
being this
Someone
close to
should
the shore is
invent
that they
it.
don't have legs yet.
Listen.
That's it. That's the only
I
fucking
can't think of a
safety.
better group to come together and write the movie about raping sharks than
Yeah,
this
they
group
grab
right
people
now.
out of the ocean with their
But the
fucking
question
dicks
is,
wrapped around.
could we write that movie in the age of
Doesn't
Me
it come out like a
Too?
corkscrew?
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
a fucked up joke.
That-
you all
That's what
missed
makes it so crazy. It's like,
Like you'd have to let that thing wrap around you. It's not just
but picture
coming
what
out.
do you
and
have to
dragging
let
at
it-
you.
Yo,
You're not
Honestly,
letting it. You're not letting it wrap around you.
Exactly. Is that
No,
like
but like-
No, it's
Dutch
happening
Jake?
so
Something
quickly
happens.
and so
Oh,
coily.
it's like calculated
It's like-
and
Dude, they
so
know what
quickly
they're doing,
Yeah.
man.
and so coily.
They're smart as fuck.
Yeah, they'll just
Yeah.
bash you in the head with their nose.
No,
You're like,
they're
up, got you knocked out for a
Yeah,
couple
you
seconds.
go to kiss him on your little fucking tourist boat. You're like, oh, look, a dolphin. And it just fucks your face, dude.
Yeah.
There's
That's
this,
exactly what happens.
There's one scientist. He was like doing all these
That's-
experiments
yes.
with like
I'm
humans
not
and
joking,
dolphins.
dude. I've read the literature.
Wait, wh-
we have a way more fucked up show than this one. Trust me.
Yeah.
I've read a lot about dolphin rape.
Yeah, it's true.
It's awful and it's extensive.
It's
Yeah, it's
epidemic.
It's a lot,
It
dude.
is.
This happens a
They
lot.
use their
It
they
does.
use their like if you hear them singing and they're just
Yeah,
like
herpes.
let's
Yeah,
get that
yeah,
guy.
harpies, right? They're
Yes.
singing you in. They're lulling
No,
you.
they have
Yep.
herpes.
Oh, I think they said they're like harpies.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on.
You get herpes from
You
it.
get dolphin herpes?
Marine herp.
Oh my god, you
Marine
just have
herp.
like a festering, I don't know, blowhole.
Swamp hole.
Doesn't matter. No,
Lot
on your
swamp
face, whatever.
hole.
yeah.
A lot of
It'll show up,
fistulas,
whatever.
for sure.
A lot of what?
Fistulas.
Fish what?
Fistulas.
Fish, ooh.
Hanging.
Those are sores that are pus
Hanging
filled.
little-
Oh yeah.
And it also,
I
it
just
also
meant,
represents the word fish in the beginning.
right, sure, I got it.
And
I
hello.
picked up on-
And hello.
I picked up on the wordplay.
Yeah.
My God. Well, this started off grand.
Yeah.
There was this scientist who was doing these experiments with like people and dolphins living together, and I don't remember most of the story,
It's an empty
but I do
real
remember
world.
that he had like one of his assistants, this like woman living with a dolphin, and she would have to jerk the dolphin off every once in a while, and the dolphin would come to expect it more and more. So
He just shows up with his
Like
big
they
dumb
hit her,
grin.
he's
would
hitting her in the
have to.
fucking
Yeah.
She would have to.
Well, that's where
Yeah,
maybe a
I
lot of
Just some
dolphins.
shit her boss made
Yeah.
up, and he's watching it on camera in his bed.
Yeah, like,
He's
seriously.
every Tuesday, this is what
It's
we
making
do.
dolphin porn over there.
You said that, and
Yeah.
as you were explaining it, I pictured like a dolphin walking with food on a tray to the room because they don't want to talk to the human on the couch. That played in my brain. It literally watched the dolphin walk behind you and like, I'm not fucking talking to you today, like
Yeah.
the real world. Like,
Dolphin's
no.
carrying a box. You open the lid. It's his dick.
Now it's a porn. All right, fantastic.
Except it whips out, strangles you.
Strangles
like,
and goes
sticks
back
in
in
your
the
eye.
ocean.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, holy shit.
you know what other animals are also like serial rapists?
Humans.
You know a third animal that's a
Anacondas.
otters.
Otter?
Really? I always
Yeah.
thought they were so neat.
Now you
Yeah,
can't be
'cause-
mad at him, right?
Yeah, well, because otters
You
are
can't be
cute
mad at
because
them,
they
they're
hold
otters.
hands when they're like sleeping
They
and stuff.
take advantage
Wait,
of that.
oh yeah.
But yeah, no, but they also
Yeah.
like rape baby seals to death.
Nice mask.
Well, they don't rape
Put a
each other
mask on.
though.
You think you
They
should?
do to each other.
Oh,
yeah.
so that's okay
Oh my
then.
god.
You just show up and you're like,
They just do it to other
Because if
species.
somebody's fucking chihuahuas, that's totally fine.
They're also necrophiliacs too.
Oh
So.
boy.
So are dolphins.
Yeah.
They fuck
Otters?
dead things
Yeah.
all the time.
I
Fuck
mean, that's
dead
not really that.
animals?
Yeah.
That's not really as bad. Like, humans are all attached to dead people and like, oh, it's a corpse, respect it. But like, I don't think animals are like, that's my dead
Wait,
grandma.
so hold
fuck
on.
it. Like,
When
it's
you
just
were
a dead thing.
Yeah, dolphins like my
Imagine being
dead
the
grandma.
first, imagine being the first like National Geographic guy that had to like film that, like was following otters and then went,
You're down there like
the
you're like
Just let it
radioing up
roll.
like, is this normal? Should I
fucking-
stop this because I feel uncomfortable?
this otter's
Yeah.
just banging a corpse.
We
Just
found an evil
And the otter
otter.
starts making makes eye contact
Right.
with the camera like.
share that picture on
They're drawing
fucking
symbols
Yeah.
on the ground and shit.
I love otters. What the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
You
What
think
would be
they
the
thought it
background
was
music in
all
the
otters?
documentary?
Or do you think they thought it was like, this is just the egg
Do
being down?
Do you guys think
Localized.
bonobos? Do you guys think bonobos like
Say what?
partake in like aggressive behavior? I hear like bonobos are like just everyone just bangs. It's all
Yeah.
just orgies. So
What?
like,
Well, at least
so
that's
like,
more
is it?
consensual
Is there like
sounding.
so there's less rape because it's like the Autobahn? Everyone just like.
So what you're saying is get a group of
Maybe.
people in a
Can
room
go-
and everybody's banging.
And then just fucks
Dude,
all the time.
bonobos just
Yeah.
like
And you're
just
grown
like
up fucking.
Just,
like-
I've seen like
Hey, what's
videos
up?
of just them just like getting fucked and they're just like
I feel like there's a lot of animals.
they're just like
Fuck
yeah. So many animals.
like
you
so
just-
many
Most of
animals
them.
just like yeah.
The question becomes: do they rape other species? I think.
Yeah.
That's the question. That's
Why
the
is
big
that
one.
the question?
That's the big one.
Why is that the question, though? Like, the main question. Why is it that way?
Because that's like
I wish I was a bonobo.
that's more of a mind frame.
Don't like chimps rape the enemies and then eat them?
I don't think they
afterwards?
rape them, but they certainly
enemies.
fucking eat
Yeah,
them.
they're
enemies.
Like,
Like
the crazy shit is they actually have
No, they'll like
enemies.
steal
Like,
the
they
babies
build-
of the tribe they're warring
Yeah.
with, and then just eat them.
They,
It's
like,
so
bludgeon them,
sick,
they-
dude.
they
It's
Yeah,
just
they're
like
fucking
the
crazy.
most
They're
vicious
horrible,
shit,
dude.
Yeah, they rip their faces off. And
Oh, it's
piss
so
on them.
crazy.
Oh, man.
Hi, Lisa.
I think we hit a
Hi,
bomb.
Anna. Hi, Madison. Hi, Pat. Hi, Mom. Hi, Rob
Hey, Mom.
Marchie. I'm going to say hi. I'm also going to type it. All right, there we go. So we still talking about dolphin rape or what?
What else you got going on?
There's so much going on. I don't even know where the fuck to start, man, because there were several conversations I had with people online this week that were, some were sort of intellectually stimulating and others were both intellectually stimulating and infuriating. So the first thing that I posted this week that got a lot of attention was about Chick-fil-A not donating to, to organizations who are anti-LG.
Spit it
Say
out.
it, please, for the
Holy
love of God,
shit.
dude. I'm burping my way through this.
LGBTQ
LBGTQ, thank you. Plus.
plus.
So they've vowed that they're not going to do that anymore. Now, since that happened, some people have uncovered that that's not exactly true, apparently. But there was a huge conversation on the Awesome Talk page that happened about this. And so the problem was that there were two opinions that were really opposite. And as usual, I find myself agreeing with the percentage of one and a percentage of the other. So one person had said, what the fuck is the difference? Chick-fil-A makes $10 billion a year. They have the best customer service. Everybody goes there anyway. What does it matter? What do they actually care about what they do? And he goes, and what do we care what they do with their money? That was sort of the argument. I hope I'm not misquoting that. If anybody's watching who said that, tell me if I'm wrong.
But people who say that, people who have a problem with Chick-fil-A don't think of it as what they're doing with their money. They think this is my money that I then gave to them. So
Yeah,
in
I'm
part,
voting for this.
This
Right.
is slightly my money being used
Well-
towards something I don't agree with.
Hold on, let me tell you what the opposite opinion was. The opposite opinion of that from somebody else who was commenting was, well, fuck Chick-fil-A. Who the hell wants to give their money to a company that needed to be told right from wrong? So, in other words, the first person was like, I don't know what they have to do this for. Their apologies. Oh, that was the other part of their comment. The apology was going to mean nothing. That liberal progressives were going to still be mad at them and it wasn't going to make a difference. And then somebody who is actually more liberal progressive did say that it didn't make a fucking difference. But their reasoning for it made some sense to me, where they were like, do you really want to give your money to a company that needs to be told right from wrong at this level? And I was like, wow, that's a good point. And then he was like, yeah, but they made the change, and that's not going to be good enough for anybody. And I was like, wow, that's also a good point. And then I'm left in the fucking middle of it where I go, okay, so from the liberal side, if the point is to protest and get the information out there and change people's minds and get the company to change, right? And then they do that.
All is forgiven?
Is all forgiven. Now you got to remember something else too. Chick-fil-A is donating money to organizations they've built organizations that have used conversion therapy and things like that, which is totally fucking evil. All right, it's totally fucking evil. But if the company comes out publicly and says we are not doing this anymore, let's say for example, let's just say for argument's sake they don't do it anymore. Was the goal to get them to change or to shut them down 100%?
I mean, if why didn't they just stop doing it? Like, and
Because
just
their
not say
religion,
anything? Like,
the religion
who
of the
cares if
owners
you
tell
stop
them
doing
that
it
that's
or
what they're
not?
supposed to be
The
doing.
people that are gonna buy it are gonna buy it anyway. The people that aren't anyway after this. So
So I guess that's
like
kind of
it.
my point.
it's like a null thing that happened.
Yeah,
in
but
my
I
opinion.
guess the question is the people who
It really doesn't
stopped
make a
buying
difference.
Chick-fil-A because of who they contribute it to. Will some of them go, okay, now we got what we wanted. They're not doing that anymore.
No.
Right.
Now we can
No,
eat there. Like, is
probably
there
not.
any percentage of people that would do that? So the
Oh,
the
I mean,
point
yeah,
is, like,
of course,
if you
there's
want
always a
people to
percentage.
change
Yeah, there's probably
their
a
ways,
few percents that'll do that.
does
but
that come with
Yeah.
accepting that they have changed, or
But
at least acting as in the
it might
hopes
have the
that they
adverse
are?
effect, and the people that are giving them money and now might stop giving
Stop
them
giving
money,
them money.
because they're not doing what they want anymore.
Yeah, that's absolutely happening.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna
There's a
it's,
lot
it's
of
gonna be like
religious
a
groups
null
that
effect.
are-
That's what I'm
Money.
saying. It's like a
Yeah.
it's a short-term marketing thing, and that's it. Like it's not gonna affect them at all either way, in my opinion.
So why do it in the first place? What good was it to just don't do it at all?
Just to be in the headlines, just to be in the news, marketing.
Yeah.
That's all.
I don't know.
I mean, it's
Free
Chick-fil-A.
advertising.
It's Chick-fil-A.
But let's say it's not Chick-fil-A. I mean, any company. Any company that's huge, right? That you know is giving money to somebody that's hurting other people. People that you care about even. And people are protesting against that. And the protest works. And the company goes, okay, fuck it. We're not going to give money to these organizations anymore.
Right.
Right? Are they forgiven?
Well,
Or is
this
it just-
like
is that
part
just
of a
gonna take
larger-
time?
This is like part of a way larger thing that's happening all the time now with people that like people that voted for Trump and now they're like, I can't believe like how fucked up things are and blah blah blah, and like most of the time they're met with people going, well, what the fuck is wrong with you? What, they're less likely to be met with someone being like, well, I'm happy you see what we've been arguing, that this was really fucked up, and like that doesn't happen often. Usually if you do something, that's pretty much it. Like, you're not usually publicly given a lot of chance to show that you've changed your mind or think differently. But this also implies that like the way that we are talking right now is the only side. Like, conversion therapy is evil.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that fucking support it.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
all, in my opinion, crazy religious fanatics, but the point is, like, we're sitting here sounding like our way is the white way, the white way, yeah, the right way,
Yeah.
and they're over there saying our way is the fucking only way. So, if there's no room to change on either side, then there's always going to be two sides with very little middle.
I also don't think this Chick-fil-A thing is like a pure just ideological thing, because I think the thing that's been discussed is people's relative chemical addiction to this food. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you eat Chick-fil-A, I eat Chick-fil-A. It's delicious. At first I didn't eat
It is delicious.
At first I didn't really eat
Never had
it
it.
because you haven't had it.
Nah.
Let's go.
Or aren't you
No,
better than everyone
No,
else?
there's not one around, so I never had the chance to try it.
I had it one time.
I was not gonna
Yeah.
like seek it out.
I had it one time. I was disappointed. It never went back.
Yeah, I've got a gay family member, so at first I was like, I'm not gonna eat there, and then I had a friend that ate there all the time,
Right.
And he like loved it. He would just go on and on about how great
He's like
it
a
is.
following of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've been there with him, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. And then you just kind of like, but I think if Chick-fil-A is like a thing you eat all the time, then that's also gonna inform how you like perceive all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I imagine the people who are like, well, whatever, like they don't. Like it doesn't matter why should we have to tell them what to do? They're already not eating it, so they don't have.
Yeah,
like,
my-
well, I could just continue not eating it. And
My
feeling
250
like a
is
good-
not gonna.
Yeah. It's also about the story you tell yourself too, where you're like, I'm a great person because I don't eat at this fast food restaurant.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they're like nice now, and you're like, well, they shouldn't have been told I'm still a good person for not continuing to not eat at a thing I don't think about ever anyway. So if it feels like I can almost imagine for some people it feels like you're taking away like their high horse, you know? They're like, I was feeling good, and you're not eating there, and now all of a sudden I have to think about eating there again. When I could just not do that and still feel.
So there's some people who kind of
Taking away your martyrdom.
Yeah.
There's probably a big list of things that a lot of people have just let go, but like, I wonder what's the last thing that you think you guys have just sort of like, oh, fuck it,
like in terms of somebody's doing something not right, you just go.
No, or you're just like.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
pretty
gonna-
much all do that when we order something from fucking Amazon every goddamn day.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, every time like you go to a store and they're playing a Michael Jackson song, and
You're
just
fucking
like,
yeah. And
Not
you're
me,
like,
dude.
Thriller. Not her, dude.
Not ever.
And I'll tell you what, I was on the fence about the whole thing until
Yeah.
I saw the documentary, and I was like, oh,
I was
yeah,
not
he
on the
definitely
fence
did
about
that
it
shit.
ever in my
And
life.
now-
And then a documentary came out and people jumped on board with me.
yeah.
Yeah, that's 100% right.
Yeah, I have like a half and half one because I don't support Nestle at all. Like I refuse to buy anything of theirs.
Yeah.
Except their pet food because their pet food's the only one my cat will eat.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like,
the same boat.
I'm kind of shoehorned into
Sounds like
having
your
to buy
cat's a
that.
conformist.
I've tried so many different kinds. I was like, I don't want to buy this, but now it's like
Did your cat vote for Trump?
they own so many companies.
I know, dude. They
I
own
know,
everything.
it's like 80% of the food you fucking eat is probably Nestle.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting.
They make Fancy Feast.
They make a lot of shit.
That was just in the news, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just in the news. They make
What?
Fancy Feast, and it came out they were using slave labor to make Fancy Feast.
Slave labor.
I
Slave
think we
labor.
buy it on Amazon.
Wait, hold
it's
on.
being sent
Are we
to
buy it on
talking
Amazon.
slave labor because the wages were low, or are we talking like
Stones.
like barbed wire?
Yeah, how much of slaves were they?
Yeah, we want a percentage. We need a slave ranking system here for all this fucking.
We have a
awful
slave
labor
ranking
practices.
system. It's called
You know
work.
the intricacy of that though? Was
Was
there
it slaves
something-
like Apple slaves?
Was there? No, I'm not really sure what it was. They showed what I thought might have been a stock photograph of some children in a foreign country harvesting things out of mud, and so I guess it gave me the impression that they're using child labor to some extent,
Right.
to make Fancy Feast. But who the fuck is surprised, man? Nestle's fucking evil. It's all evil, dude. Like,
Yeah, but Nestle's
They're
one
like
of the
another
original
level.
octopuses, like that
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
something somewhere.
everywhere.
Like, it's just
Right.
like they have.
and you didn't know for years.
No,
Like
well,
in the
nobody-
80s and
nobody
90s,
knew, yeah.
before you have access to the internet,
But it
right?
was an
Nestle just
unregulated
made some
economy there.
chocolates.
No, that's the
Like,
thing.
no
They knew
one
chocolate
knew
was
who
going to
was
run
buying
out.
up
They're
the
like, oh
conglomerate.
shit.
Yeah, shit, yeah. Sooner or
we
later,
had like
everybody's gonna have
15.
diabetes. We can't sell this shit no more. We gotta sell some other shit.
Soylent.
We got diabetes.
We got diabetes. We can't do this.
Make everything out
Yeah,
of
oh
dolphin
my god, I
meat.
seriously did think
Take
that
care
all
of
they
two
made was
problems
that
at
powder.
once.
The chocolate powder?
Powder, yeah, that's all I
Uh,
thought.
They make. Not only do they make
Like-
bottled
They make
water,
like most drinks.
but it's like the most evil bottled water in the whole
Oh,
world.
yeah,
Springs?
there's definitely-
Yeah.
That's Nestle.
Yeah.
A bunch of other ones.
Wait a minute.
They have like
Nestle has a water I think called Nestle.
Do they?
Yeah.
So they also have
too, yeah.
another. They're their
They're
own
They own
competitor.
most of it.
Yeah.
They own
Yes.
30.
That's the best
they own like
idea
30
ever.
different
Well, they're just
brands of
marketing
water.
it
Yes,
different
that's why that
fucking
is the best idea.
brain
Most
stems.
generic like versions of food is owned by the same people that make the real version, so that way you have both sides. Whatever.
Could you
people
imagine
pick,
if
they're picking
Coke
the
owned
same
Pepsi?
thing.
Right.
Did you know San Giorgio and Ronzoni pasta? You know, like the red box and the blue box.
Yeah.
It's the same company that makes
This
it.
is the actual Nestle
And they
webpage.
put
Okay.
it right on the shelf, right next to each other.
Cerelac, Gerber, Nature Nest. That's baby food. Bottled water, Nestle Pure Life, Perrier, Poland Springs, San Pellegrino.
Wow.
All owned by Nestle.
Wow.
Cereals, Cheerios, Fitness, Lion, Nesquik cereals. Chocolate confectionery. They own 9 different chocolate confectionaries. They own Nescafe. They own all of the brands of Nescafe and Nespresso.
Wow.
They own
Crap coffee.
They own big
about
ice cream.
7 different frozen and
do they?
culinary
Do they
chili.
really?
Yeah.
Lean Cuisine, Hot Pockets, Maggie Stouffer's.
Nobody's gonna stop eating
Dairy,
fucking hot
Carnation.
Pockets
Hell no.
that's eating
They
them
own
right
Carnation
now.
You know how hard that was? That was the big one for me. I was like, no more
That
Hot
was the one
Pockets.
that was the one that almost broke. He was trying to.
They own they own
It
Nestea,
almost broke.
Nesquik.
Okay.
They own Chef Mate. They own.
Dude, is this the show?
Lean
is this
Cuisine.
the entire show?
Just what
the shit? They got Pet Care, Alpo,
Yeah.
Beneful, Baker's Complete,
Yeah, it'd be
Cat
funny to have
Chow,
captions. Just, like, going
Friskies,
down, like,
Purina.
Star Wars.
It's fucking nuts.
Can I propose
like
a
all the
topic?
They're a
Yes.
chocolate
Yeah.
bar company.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
let me
know
propose a
more.
topic.
Yeah.
What is everybody here's Chick-fil-A? The thing you're not supposed to like that you still like?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell? But like,
Oh.
are they morally bad
Guilty
Taco
pleasures.
No.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh,
So
you're
not-
talking about,
talking
like-
about what do you like that you're not supposed
Bell?
to?
Yeah, yeah.
Like food wise?
Man.
Like
What's your
Chick-fil-A
vice that you
or-
won't let
Your
go of
vice.
because of
Chick-fil-A,
moral
your Michael
issues?
Jackson, your thing where you're like, well, they're objectively evil. but,
Amazon.
You know, Amazon?
I fucking love Amazon, and I know I shouldn't. It's slave labor, dude, to
Yeah.
an extent, dude. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And I know the conditions are fucking horrible, but, like, they absolutely managed to make themselves a part of my life.
Yeah.
Like a necessity in my fucking life,
Right.
dude. Because they provided things that I absolutely fucking needed in my house.
Yeah.
Like, I could just command all
Well, they
these fucking
bought
lights.
everything.
I'd say
Yeah.
Fiji
They
water.
bought everything.
Fiji water? What's wrong with Fiji water?
I didn't know there was anything wrong with
Oh
that.
man.
Christ, dude.
Fiji water.
Also, does it taste
Nothing
different?
wrong with the water, but
Oh.
with the political situation in that country and everything. Oh man, it's terrible.
Damn.
Anybody heard about Aquafina and the fucking that doesn't freeze right? You guys telling me about
Yeah,
that? Or
that's
fucking,
a real thing.
Why? Because of weird shit in
You know how many
Yeah,
people
they don't
I've
fucking
heard
freeze right.
mention this at this at different times? Like they put Aquafina in the freezer and it doesn't freeze. It,
Like other shit,
gets
other water will
slushy.
freeze, and theirs isn't. And then they released a statement on it saying that because
Yeah.
their water is more pure
More
than
pure,
everyone
yeah,
else's.
I get it.
And
Sounds
you're
like
wait
a fucking
minute.
antifreeze. Holy shit, dude.
Understand that?
It's more pure, so it doesn't freeze right.
Yeah, it's pure.
You're a
They
major
add a lot
corporation.
of fluoride to
Your water doesn't freeze like
water.
everyone
Yeah.
else's.
Yeah.
It
but-
fucks your ass too.
To make it like
Holy
cold
shit.
feeling,
Yes.
like fresh. That fake fresh. If you taste water and
Right.
it's like ooh minty, like it's fluoride.
There's fluoride.
Yeah.
Jordan, who's your
Ooh, minty.
Chick-fil-A
Minty.
Who's
Aquafina?
your
Fluoride.
who's your Chick-fil-A?
I don't know. It's tough because I'm like, I feel like Christianity.
That's I don't think anyone's gonna have a better answer than
Yeah,
that.
there's no better answer.
Unless there's people that have like dolphin clubs.
Like, it
There's
makes you
nothing
feel-
worse.
like you,
No,
really,
I
yeah,
take Zach
but
on
I'm
tacos
also
like
like, I'm like
Crusades.
this surface. Well,
Yeah.
like just like what people have done in the name of it, or like you pretending to use the name of it is like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That so
like you guys were just talking about like the people that like
That's
you
an
know,
important-
vehemently, like
yeah, but that's an important distinction, man. So if you ask my friend Gregory Andrus, who said, publicly on the show, he's very Christian,
Yeah.
and he said his biggest fucking problem with the world are other Christians, because they don't practice what the fuck they preach. They don't really believe what they say they do.
Right.
And he said if you're a Christian, he goes, you don't vote for Donald fucking Trump, and he goes because it's not a good person. And he's like, what the hell is wrong with everybody? You know what I mean? So
But they have this whole other storyline that they're living through, man. It's fucking.
yeah, it's problematic.
Well,
it's
I don't know,
hierarchical and
just
it's
their
judgment based.
What do you mean by
Yeah.
But it shouldn't
the
be,
religious
right? Like,
people are
Well,
living
no,
their
that's
storyline
the
the way
whole-
that they see fit.
That's
gonna
that's
play
why I
out.
like.
They're gonna
Jesus,
try and keep
like,
pushing
but
towards.
I do
You
not
know,
like
nobody
I'm
can
just
control
not a
it.
fan
but
of
they keep
like
pushing towards. Sorry.
closed-minded, like evangelical, like Bible Belt people.
Right,
who
right,
are,
right.
Like, how do you not believe in evolution when it's like that's like even proof that there's like divine like I feel like evolution's like
So I went on Gregory Andrus's podcast, which
To
is
me.
about Christianity, and he asked me on because I'm an atheist.
Yeah.
And I was the first atheist that was on. And I said, my issue with Christianity, and I wonder what you think about this,
Yeah.
is how come Christians can't view God as the greatest scientist?
some
Yeah,
people. Well,
that's
like
what
I
that's
I
what
saw
would
this
say.
one podcast or like shout out to Duncan Trussell, but he like did like a replacement like thing where he's like, well, like the people who wrote like all these Old Testaments like wrote it at a time where they were using technology and like their highest technology as metaphor to like explain like mysterious concepts.
Right.
So like if you use like modern like technology, so he replaced all the words with like programmer language, and like so he's like so the program at first there was the program and like the word was the program and the like he just kept replacing all these like finer replaces and it all made like like I think simulation theory is just like a reformed
telling you
version
about
of
that.
creationism.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like a
Oh,
sci-fi
right, right.
version of creationism. It's
Right.
like intelligent design, like so it's like I don't know.
That one's weird because there's like real people and then there's like NPCs running around.
Just background characters?
Background
once
noise.
you just
Doing
never
the same
see
thing.
again.
If you're
every
Buddhist,
time
you're
you
the
pass
NPC.
them.
Dude, what I always tell you, every time we drive to Wegmans, we go around a certain curve. Every time we go around this curve, there's always somebody walking there, but there's nobody in front of them and nobody behind them forever. And every time we turn that curve, I go, this is a simulation. That person is part of my fucking simulation. They're always there when I make this turn. But there's no bus
But it's
stop.
always a
There's
different
nowhere to walk
person.
to. So why is someone always at that curve when I make that turn? And it's so often that I notice it enough to say it right now to all of you. Like, I actually log it every fucking time I make that turn. Where in the fuck are they walking to even? There's not even anything over there.
Yeah, it's just procedurally generated. Don't
Yeah, right.
But if it
You
was
finally
procedurally
pull
generated,
over-
it wouldn't be the same every time.
You
like
finally
that.
pull over the
Like-
car and
No,
talk
the
to them, and they
person's
just
different
say
every
like
time.
a stock thing no matter what you
Is
say
he?
to them.
Yeah, they're like,
That's what
way
it
to
said.
go! And then they walk away.
Yeah.
And every time I pull over, I'm like, what are you doing here? Way to go! Keep it up! And I'm like, see, I told you!
And they keep walking away, and you're like, that was a woman yesterday and a child the day before. Why?
You pull
You
over
look in the
this-
rearview mirror, it's glitching out. It's like bang, bang, bang. Stuck in the
Dude,
tree.
I'm listening to this really awesome audiobook.
Half a body, just
I'm listening to this awesome audiobook right now. It's an audiobook that's basically a collection of stories that come out once a week on this website, and it's called The Wandering Inn, and the genre they use to describe it is lit RPG. So the story is about this girl, and like the beginning of the story is she just like appears in this world. She doesn't even seem completely confused about it, but she's just here, and like as she does certain things out of nowhere, she gets a skill point, and like you just hear like words that say that like her skill level went up in like fighting or something, and like it's really weird to see this story play out where it's obviously based on an RPG to the point where like even they're aware that their class is like different. It's really weird and interesting. It like just reminds me of what the hell you're talking about
What is it
right now. It's
called?
called The Wandering Inn. The first series of the audiobook is like 47 hours. I think I'm like halfway through it right now.
That's cool.
It's really good. It's
Yeah.
really good.
So, alright, so my Chick-fil-A is way dumber than his.
Okay.
Which is just WWE, the wrestling thing. They make like a really addicting product, and then twice a year they do a show for Saudi Arabian blood money. And
That's true.
yeah,
Whoa.
and every
that bothered
time
you, right? When they,
That bothered
when they
you,
signed
right?
that agreement,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like,
And like, can I tell you something? Like,
Yeah.
since you read that, are you now sort of going and watching wrestling and being like,
well, they were evil before that.
oh,
They've
oh,
always-
yeah.
they just
Yeah,
always
but were you
been-
aware of it before that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I
what
want to
they're,
know what
but,
the chat's ones
but
are,
what they're
too.
worth
Yeah.
I think
And-
everybody has one gas.
now. Did
Yeah.
you just watch the NXT and then the Survivor
Yeah.
Series? So like, when they signed that deal, it was kind of like, where are you going? Are you splintering out so you keep people in the fan base?
Yeah.
My thought process is Helmsley goes out to the public with these kind of like lower grade
Yeah.
people, so they can integrate it into the WWE, so they can attack or at least get that fan base. And I don't know whether or not that's like an outside version, just so they could spring out from the WWE and hold on to the backlash. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure Hunter had like the best intentions of opening his own company, but I feel like Vince McMahon's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, the whole thing with the Saudi thing is the reason they're getting so much money from Saudi Arabia is that they have to pay for these scandals essentially that they go through twice a year.
right,
It's
just
yeah.
for opening it up
It
to
has to
them.
make it worth it. That like when like they kill like a journalist overseas,
Yeah.
WWE doesn't pull out, and they almost have that money is I guess like the pocket for like, well, this is other money we'll lose in other areas from people knowing that we're evil. But
Man, so they always figure out how to. There's always
It's a
checks and
backup
balances.
plan.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a backup.
They're
plan.
always
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, so these people are gonna hate us, so we're gonna get these people to
Right.
like us to make
Right.
up for it.
Yeah.
Like, can you even believe like how much human beings are just numbers? We're just statistics.
They're just
like,
targets
all right,
for-
so these people who
In
don't
a
like
capitalist
this.
society, you can't be anything but a number.
It's consumerism.
It's
He's
Louis
one of the
C.K.'s dog food store. $1 million. Fucking.
Oh right, yeah.
I just saw that last night. That was
That's what that
hilarious.
is.
Oh my God, we watched that like last night too.
what's your Chick-fil-A?
Oh.
Me,
Yeah, her.
well, either has to be Amazon because like I needed stuff that I could use with my voice because I've lost like so much use of my hands, and Amazon at the time was like the company that was making shit that would make that possible. And other than that, probably the fact that I have to fucking use insulin every month, even though insulin companies
Apple.
are probably the most fucking evil bastards in the world. I can't live without it, so
That's valid.
it's not really anything I can do but still support the fucking companies that are trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Your computer.
Yeah.
Checks.
Although to be fair, I still consider insulin companies more
Nah,
evil.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Checks is my evil go-to.
Checks.
Yeah.
Like writing checks.
No, like the
Checkers?
baked goods. Lots of salt, cheddar, pretzels.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're talking about
Oh,
it being
Chex
fucking
Mix.
You're
us.
talking about they fuck you up. It's not a guilty pleasure. It's whether or not you know they're like giving money to people who rape
It's an evil
animals. Like
place, man. It's gotta be.
Checks
it's
Mix.
not evil like Cinnabon. Like, oh my god, like this is terrible for me.
Yeah,
You know, you convinced
God, you're an asshole.
you convinced me. Checks are evil. What are they up to?
I was like, checks? Like immediately, like my brain went back to last week
I thought
when I was
you
in
were-
line behind a woman
Here's
who
the
was writing
deal.
a check.
Like when he first brought up the topic, that's why I said Taco Bell because I was like, it's like I want Taco Bell.
Isn't that they on like
And everybody was like, "Isn't there a problem?
Yeah.
There's a problem with Taco Bell?" And I'm like, "No, I just thought we were supposed to say things we were in like."
Right, we were saying.
It got all the way around. You were like, "Checks Mix," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's where I was half an hour ago. How the fuck did you still say what I already blew it, and then you blew it again, and we were like, I don't know, I just like that food. I'm into little rye pieces. I don't know what to tell you.
Rye pieces.
I love butter pretzels and little rye pieces.
Yo, if they start putting checks inside of Taco Bell, it's fucking over.
What?
Inside the Dorito shell.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my
Taco
god.
Bell just keeps bringing.
And ironically, they're all owned by the same company.
I didn't want to eat the Doritos
cost
shell,
no
but
money.
I had to. It was
I haven't yet.
you
I
know,
don't
It wasn't
eat much
bad.
fast
It wasn't
food.
bad.
I had a friend, actually Rich Cummings. He loved the Doritos Locos Taco, and he would like tell me he's like you haven't lived until you've had the Locos
I don't
Taco.
know all that.
And then you'll die right after.
And he ended up
I ate Taco Bell last night.
and
Past
Fucking
tense with
Taco
a D
Bell.
on the end.
he did like dive unrelated to Taco Bell things, and I
Outside.
remember
You sure
I
it
was
was
like
unrelated?
I just remember like being like Taco Bell one time, and he's just like, you haven't lived until you've had it, and I'm like, I'm doing it for Rich, and it's delicious.
And there you go.
He was right.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I'm not judging them.
I want to talk about the female bodybuilder who beat up the guy who broke into her house. Did
An
you guys see this?
80-year-old?
She's
Fucking
82
woman.
years old.
Yeah, man.
And she's an 82-year-old bodybuilder.
She did not look like a bodybuilder.
She could deadlift 225 pounds at 82
She
years
should
old.
fight this whole fucking
Like
table
in the
at
past?
once, Like,
Like now, right now.
She did not look like that.
She hit a guy with a table, broke
Well, that's
the
probably
table,
why the guy thought
and
he
then
could get
ripped
the
the
fuck
leg
away
off
with
and beat the
it.
fuck out of him with that. And like when they found him, he was outside on the sidewalk,
Weeping?
telling the ambulance, weeping, saying he
Oh,
was
good.
sick. He was sick
He got
because
his
she was
ass
beating the
kicked.
shit out of him. Could you grab one too? Please?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he looked pretty fucked up.
I didn't see a picture of him. I just saw a picture.
His one
of him.
eye was like completely like
Oh,
shut.
Yeah.
The whole
What was
face
he
was
trying to
purple.
steal?
He probably went, oh, an elderly person.
Didn't go over exactly how he was.
Why would you rob from an old person? They don't have anything. Like, what are you gonna rob them
Depends on
with?
what you're trying to get.
Dude,
Like,
people
you're
are
a
Memories?
fucked up,
You're
man.
robbing them of memories.
Yeah,
That's what you're
right. Where are your photograph
doing.
albums
Yeah, like,
for me to take away with the
Give me-
doilies?
I want to see your old
With
family
the doilies.
slides.
I want a quilt, but I want it made of love. Can't buy it from the store.
Now get cracking.
I want some bean casserole. Get to it.
That's like such lazy stealing. Like
Yeah.
targeting really old people.
I agree.
Like it's so fucking
Target a
lazy.
UFC fighter's house.
I think that's most stealing.
Like a
is like
heist.
lazy
Show
stealing.
us
You
your
know?
level
Yeah.
of I don't give a fuck.
No, show us your
Usually,
level of balls.
Slight resistance
Yeah.
makes stealing pretty easily avoided most of the time.
Yeah, I think Uncle was a cop, and he said like most of like car robberies is just people who don't lock their car doors. They
Yeah.
just like check the door, open it up,
Yeah.
get money, see if they have it.
I think that's how most people get their shit fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, people get when people get their identity stolen, it's not because anyone gives a fuck about your social security number. It's because you left your shit open somewhere and
Yeah.
someone got in your shit. That's it. Your carelessness is how you
Yeah.
get fucking hacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be guys that just walk down the street check every door until they
Yeah.
found one. And walk.
Yeah, just find what's
I mean,
unlocked.
it's still
People
addictive.
still do it.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
Just get out.
It is addictive.
My neighbor's got a one of those what are they called? The doorbell with the
The
Ring.
Nest
Yeah.
cams.
Yeah, they're
We had a
Yeah.
couple people up and
Popular,
down the
yeah.
street where it was just kind of you could see them walking. They come up on the lawn real quick. They hit the car. They walk away, and you're like,
Yeah,
Now
what
the
the fuck
camera
was that?
footage
Yeah.
could be
That's
given
why I
to
want a
police if
moat
it's a
around my
month
house
old.
filled with dolphins.
this motherfucker said a
Dude, that
moat
thing happened to me.
I felt
Yeah, but then
with
you would never
fucking
be able to
raping
leave
dolphins
the house.
full circle.
I felt old as hell the other day. I saw a kid hiding behind my bush. I wanted to go out there and get off my lawn, damn kid.
What happened?
What happened
He
instead?
just threw a dolphin.
I don't know. Like as soon as I
He
saw
just
him
looked out the
hiding,
door
he
roll
was
like this
doing
and
this,
slowed
and then he
down.
like got out and he started running and he ran down the street.
He like came up and
He
was
didn't
like, "You
see
want a
me at all.
Mentos?" And
He
he
was
was
looking
like,
the other
trying to-
direction.
You want a Mentos?
He was like hiding from somebody, I think. And
I
like
see.
as soon as they
And you were like,
Wait,
I want to
just
help
let
you.
that-
You
You just
remember
let
that
that kid
commercial?
run away and right into the arms of pure danger.
Yeah. Like what if you saw the dude running behind with a gun and fucking
Yeah, right.
How'd you feel that?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The guy that comes through the limo in the Mentos commercial, remember that?
Yeah, he gets in one side and he gets out the other and he's
just,
like,
hey.
And you're like, wait a minute, you just walked in my fucking car?
yeah, what the fuck, dude? I rented this.
And you didn't even give me a Mentos?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't give him one, right? He just
No,
showed him I had one.
Oh,
so
no,
I
He
could-
was like, he gave himself one.
This brought back a memory. I'd like had
Okay.
like someone try to open my car once when I was driving through Keyport, and like it was on the passenger side. It was like my girlfriend at the time,
Oh.
and just opened the door wide open and was just like trying to get in. It was just like. What the fuck? And I was like, close it. And she's like, I didn't know what to do. I don't know, man.
Speed
It
up.
was weird. It was crazy. Like, to just like, I was moving like, yeah, like, just like someone was just finally moving in front of me, and this guy just like was.
Yeah, I
seeing
need to
I was
hitch a
taking-
ride
I
now.
was like, jeez, like,
Man.
Yo, that reminds me of this time in Asbury. I was riding through and just like broad day, 2:00 in the afternoon. I was going to like some weird school over there.
What year? Year is important.
98,
Yeah,
Oh.
man. It's a whole different.
Yeah.
right? Before pre 9/11 and all that shit.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
Never forget.
Before the terrorists.
I'm going like 30 miles an hour. I'm going like 30 down the street.
Okay.
Dude on a bike
Yeah, of course. Yeah, chasing the fuck after you, dude.
comes
Then
right
you're
up
fucked.
next to me,
It's like a chihuahua
going
chasing
like
a
this, and he
fucking
goes, "Yo, you need crack?"
pit bull.
He said, "I got the cleanest Coke in Asbury." I'm like, "Dude, are you on it right now? You're flying." And he was like, "I know. Do you need it?" I was like, "No." I was like, "Holy shit! Like, what the fuck is going on here?"
I know.
Dude, the guy was like drenched. He
My
was like
God.
sweating. I was like, "Holy shit! You're actually keeping up with me, right?" And he was like,
God.
"Ah."
Take my business card.
My business card. He like just
Yeah.
he Chinese stars it.
Yo, I'm out of breath, like just doing that, and he was like
I know.
actually
He was
doing that.
crushing it.
Like, holy crap!
Oh, like right now.
Yeah.
Right now,
Like, he
you're gonna
was
have a heart
like-
attack, and he was like, "Nah."
Yeah.
I'm
He's got like
coming
an
for you.
like an undershirt on
Would have
with
been
sort of
crazier
yellow
if he was on one of
with
those
sweat.
train things. The railroad card, the bump card.
Yeah, oh, like the cartoon
You're
stuff.
driving down Asbury, he's on the train tracks. He's
Yeah.
like, "Yo,
Down Memorial, you're going down Memorial. He's on the tracks.
Coke?
just smacking the head with a gram of coke."
Yo, I never
So
forget
was-
that
Here's a
line.
free sample.
He says, "Do you need Coke? I got the cleanest Coke in Asbury." As he's fucking doing
Well,
this.
the question is, was it?
I was like, dude, I don't know how you're doing this, but I'm out. I was like, I'm not sticking around to see how this ends.
Your shit might be too good.
Like, I'm not gonna be able to get away from you. I am not stopping this car.
Didn't answer it. Still didn't answer it. But was it though?
Could have been heroin for all I know.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to say, Jared, what's up, man? Jared's in the chat, man. I love you, dude. How's it going, man? And I believe the Freehold Mall has a she's talking about the Chick-fil-A, and Brick has the Chick-fil-A. I think it's time for us to cut to a break. In fact, we're a little late for the break right now, which is okay because we started a little late. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around, and I'm going to cut to the first break, and there'll be a timer up in the corner. So turn this up and share the page and share the show for fuck's sake. This is the closest thing we have to a Thanksgiving special is right now tonight. So, and we're fucking totally giving thanks. So what I'm going to do is when I come
Gobble,
around,
gobble.
I want you guys to silently talk to each other but don't say anything to make it look like the sound's going down or we're about to go into transition of a break, right? So you guys are just sort of intermingle, but there's not going to be any sound, so just do it silently.
You're just telling everybody that now?
Yeah, right now. So let me out so I can do that. Now be silent and just it's silent.
silent.
Speak.
I'm just gonna walk away. How about that?
Silence.
Just speak silently.
You have to make it look like the volume's already down.
Yeah. Get the hell out of the way, Moops.
This song is unreleased. This is a brand new song off of regularly scheduled programming titled Bluntville. And that's it. It has not been released anywhere. This is the premiere.
Watch this demonstration.
I made the beat for this one. This is one of my self-produced tracks. I performed this one time before at the Mill Hill Basement. So technically it's been seen, but by very few eyes. This is the world premiere. Check it out. Chain smoking Bluntvilles, contemplating what's real. I've been racing uphill, trying to make a fucking meal. Hungry man, what's the deal? Your belt buckle getting stuck. Only time you tuck the steel, yup, it's real. Gibby get the legend back to run the field. Busy as fuck still, and everybody wanna chill. I'm grateful for the love, but they was hating on the scrub not that long ago. Got the longer dough, what they thinking in they mud? Like what you drinking in your mug? Gibby gibber, fill it up. Sight what it's really like, I'm in the negative with funds. But as corny as it sounds, I'm feeling rich with opportunity. Got a fistful of this loot, I'ma spend it all while doing these ciphers and shows. Light intro and then I'm moving 3 spaces. I'm states away to hit the stage. New to me like a school to me. New kid, don't tutor me, cause I do this. Make move mainstream lucid. Take 2 hits of that new fifth. Lately I got a lot on my mind, baby, but I know that we gon' be fine. Gotta keep up with the heat, I'm feeling seasoned in my prime. And all I ever needed was a reason and a rhyme. Lately I got a lot on my mind, baby, but I know that we gon' be fine. Gotta keep up with the heat, I'm feeling seasoned in my prime. And all I ever needed was a reason and a rhyme. Fuck the safer route, positive that I'll make it now. They can never take my cloud or paper out my bank account. Hit the stage and wow the crowd, take a bow, the haze come out. I hit it twice and make a cloud before a hater can make a sound. They can doubt, but it won't take a toll on me. As if I had an easy pass attached and we ain't rolling deep. I roll with 3, maybe 2 homies that done made the crew. They all knew the many places making tunes would take me to. Staring out Mount Rushmore, motherfucker, make some room. Now I'm finna invade the moon, the space is spread my greatness too. They only say they love me when I'm out of town. I'm a couple states away, so hit me when I'm back around. Blunt hit it, Asher hit it, ain't no passing around. I'm by my lonely for the night, putting in work in mass amounts. My ex, I used to text her shit, trying to call my phone. I told that hoe I'm doing better now, like Post Malone. Lately I got a lot on my mind, baby, but I know that we gon' be fine. Gotta keep up with the heat, I'm feeling seasoned in my prime. And all I ever needed was a reason and a rhyme. Lately I got a lot on my mind, baby, but I know that we gon' be fine. Gotta keep up with the heat, I'm feeling seasoned in my prime. And all I ever needed was a reason and a rhyme. Now, that is Bluntville, off of the upcoming album, regularly scheduled programming, coming this motherfucking winter. You got the exclusive here on Awesome Talk, the best podcast on the East Coast. I'm claiming that now. Thank you, I appreciate y'all.
I'm so happy to have you guys. Fucking Awesome Talk is fucking awesome. I'm having a great time. It's been a rough couple of years. Craving all your innocence, how one could live for days like this. Well, I've been memorizing patterns, compromising my existence, living just to stay distracted, to survive our reenactment. Scenes to be recalled, pretend to be an individual, outwardly effortless. I'm well versed in your politics, but I cannot go on like this. I cannot go on in bliss through history. We left our mark. The problem is it smells like tar. The problem is it fuels the car. The problem is maybe it's the way that we communicate. Are we inherently selfish, inbred, or agitated? While we're founded and surrounded here by white supremacy, but all the people who can change things are the ones that fail to see. Are we the offspring of the most violent rapists of our time? Because back then the biggest assholes were the ones that could survive, or so they say, or so they shouted out a car at me when I walked down the street. Cause I'll just shake my fist and vow to avenge my own murderous ancestry. Ugh. Solutions are evasive to this lackadaisical equation. Some become complacent, clean the cobwebs from the basement, dust the boxes full of memoirs. Hesitant, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Just show me yours. Show me buying into superstition, appropriate misinformation. Fake now is our only fate left, so let's get annihilated. Hear the music, time to face it. Did we choose this? Can we change it? Did you walk 2 fucking moons, bitch? Cause we're all doomed if you didn't. Maybe it's the way that we communicate. Are we inherently selfish, inbred, or agitated? While we're founded and surrounded here by white supremacy, but all the people who could change things are the ones that fail to see. Are we the offspring of the most violent rapists over time? Because back then the biggest assholes were the ones that could survive, so they say, so they wrote it in a book. But hey, who wrote that book, by the way? It's not dangerous if I'm dangerous. 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 If I'm dangerous. If I'm dangerous. If I'm dangerous. Thank you. You sure? One more? Is that okay? Okay.
Decision now!
Sunny side.
Yes?
Chords all like, oh, like,
Yep.
In late-stage capitalism, it's very easy to look out into this world and see a lot of bleakness. But we here at the Swagmatics want you to try your best to realize you have a whole life to live.
Out in the distance, on the horizon, I dreams of a better tomorrow. But maybe today may be cloudy and gray, and every hour is sorrow. Say it alright. You gotta see the bigger picture. You gotta see the sunny side. Alright, let it ride. Down on the corner, under the street lamp, you stand with your hand in your pocket. The world is turning, everything's changing, and there's nothing you can do to stop
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, dude.
Hi, fans.
Can I just say something? My house is so much fucking cooler than your fucking house.
Yes, it is, bro.
Sorry. It just is.
Truth hurts.
So much gas inside now.
Thank you.
Night grows dark, it gets cold again. Sometimes I wonder where you've been. And even though I've heard all the reasons why, you'll always be that star in my sky. If these walls could talk, they try to forget the time they've spent hearing me lament. 'Cause the pain I feel just can't be pushed aside. 'Cause you'll always be that star in my sky. Well, everyone I know says you did me wrong. Well, I never thought I'd have to sing this song, 'cause we promised our love until the day we die. So you'll always be that star in my sky. But I'll stand alone I'll look up above. I can only imagine what you're dreaming of. What did you really mean when you said we could try? Was that your gentle way to pass me by? 'Cause it feels just like a dream flowing through my mind. The spaces in between, connected by a line. When I look for you, it seems like I was never left behind. 'Cause in the corner of my eye, you'll always be that star in my sky.
Strong finish.
Thanks.
Damn.
Awesome talk.
Thank you so much, Steve.
7, episode 11.
Season 11, episode 7.
Season 11, episode 7.
It's 7-11.
Thank you all. It's been a blast.
Alright, this one's for Lil Omega. He loves this song. He couldn't be here. I'm gonna fuck this one up for sure, though. This is a new one. This is how we do it. Yeah, I got this. I'm the Harvey Dent of Trenton. Hit me, but you barely put a dent in. I send you to the dentist. My heart breaks, I mend it. Trenton makes the world's pretending. East Coast realism. Send my New Brunswick friends in. You get high, I've ascended. Give me a bond, I bend it. Give me a rule, I break it. The cycle's never ending. I rap tremendous. I rap condescending. I don't believe in the system, but I am the defendant. I want no detention. I get mad attention. An honorable mention. The point of mad contention. Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Heroes for the rentin'. Feeling friendless. High stakes. Fuck a friendship. DKFG, relentless and endless. Stand up against the tempest. My temper, I'm senseless. Nobody's on the guest list. I get shit, you're bested. I use no Smith & Wesson. Used to go to confession. Now I push it down like it was indigestion. The Catholic Church is evil, protecting priests molesting. I take no suggestions. I take indiscretions to the face and eat them.
Shit out raps from digestion.
My style's impressive. Your style's depressing. I always say fuck off, but this time I meant it. Trenton, I'm a resident. Chambersburg, I'm president. Fuck what you believe in and everything you represent. I am now exempt. You ask for strife, it's what you get. My evidence is heaven sent, but hell is where I'm headed next. Sisyphus, 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 666, Sisyphus, 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 Sisyphus. I did better than I thought I would do on that one, so that's a win. That's a win. Awesome talk. DKFG. Thank you guys for having me.
Ready when you're ready.
Big up to Awesome Talk, though, huh?
Ready when you're ready.
I'm ready when I'm ready.
Whenever you want to drop that. Yeah. Like, whenever you want it, you might get it. Don't swan it, you're the next. It's the epic, don't sweat it. Don't forget the kinetic energy flexing. Check how we do it in Belmar from Trenton. I took 95 to the east, the direction. Not to mention everything was flexing. The rain started falling, the beat started calling, and Rob said, you better do that shit that making people just bob head and rock with it, non-stop dropping. Everything is cool, yeah. Don't you assume an assumption, cause I have to switch the function in your face. Come to a mason and leave the whole trail blazing. Everything is cool, we had a discussion about the nation and all the fucking type of shit that's mad and crazed in the installation and the flayed education and the financial institution, the shit they're producing and the way that they're moving. Keep it cool when I'm cruising. Yeah, my man Matt Rockasset is producing the whole ill material. Yeah, in the morning with the cereal, I bring it back together with material you never heard of. I bring it from the outer galaxies, off of my noggin, yeah. Make a little salary, but it's never enough because the stuff costs too much in this life we live. So what's up? Yeah, straight off the noggin, off the top. That's how we do it with my man Rob when we rock. So yo, I'm about to give a little flex as he takes a little breath and go on to the next. And like back to the dirt, I return, let it burn again. Turn clock back to the boom bap and make them learn. That's how we burn when we rock it in the set. Live and kinetic with edge energy, we flex so they have something to spit with it. We'll spit shit till they split and they spit liquid. Form-fitted lyrical clothes, beats and artistry, not just an addition. It's a part of me. Rock to the rhythm I'm living, I put my heart in it. I'm just a sub in the game, I didn't start in it, but I'ma make a run now. Some way and somehow. 5 consonants, 1 vowel, spin the wheel. I'm so tired of spinning wheels. I don't like division, but I'ma say how I feel. Truth over fiction, regardless of truth's friction. The gaps need bridging like when there's a tooth missing. Who few will listen to such as I backslidden in these days when more and more less of a F's given. Text written, sorted, distorted, a small fortune worth none to some, to others a small fortune. This is a mic check, check that gut. How does it feel? Have you had enough? Awesome talk season just starting to get warmed up. Yup, like this. It's a mic check, check that gut. How does it feel? Have you had enough? Awesome talk is just starting to get warmed up. Yup. Peace. Respect. Thanks, y'all.
Hey.
Peace, Rick. Thank you, man.
God, you guys
Rob,
put out
man.
a fucking album.
It's mad fun, yo.
Hey, this is Rick from Awesome Talk. Why not go grab yourself a beer, because we'll be right back.
All right.
Is there a bottle opener over there? I just like ruined my lighter trying to do this.
What keeps getting hit? The camera?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, I'm gonna grab a beer. Anybody want a beer?
Sure, thanks.
We're live again, folks. If you guys want to share the
So
episode.
Instapot released these
Smart look for that
as
cat.
slow
Both
cookers.
wearing the same pants.
Let's see here.
These are slow cookers by Instapot.
I know they're dope, dude.
What is it? Smart look.
They're fucking
R2D2?
Star Wars slow cookers.
Oh. Oh yeah, I guess I could be RTD too. Yeah.
Okay. I have returned. Welcome back,
It could
everybody.
be.
Awesome Talk, Season 12, Episode 4, November 26, 2019. We are having so much fucking fun here tonight, aren't we, Rob Marchi?
We are.
I'm so glad to hear that. What?
Is the audio turned over?
Is the audio turned okay? Anybody watching? Can we turn, anybody watching this, we can maybe turn it up so that I can hear and make sure that it's
So's
working.
that.
So's that. Should be good.
Guys.
Hey, you guys. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, it sounds great. Sounds really good.
We're back.
We're back. So anyway, it's good. It sounds good. I heard what you said.
The record will show I didn't say anything.
I just want to say we're having a great time tonight. I want everybody to clink right now.
Yeah, let's clink it.
I know not everybody has.
I mime.
I just I think that it's important that we do a quick around the bar before we continue. I'm Rick. I'm your host.
I'm Rob. I'm here to talk.
I'm Pat. And yeah.
I'm Jordan. Philosophy minor.
Animation major, philosophy minor.
I actually think that'd be a really great mix.
That's what I did.
I think that's a really awesome
Well, I did.
mix.
That's why I can't graduate.
So
like, this doesn't count.
This is just me learning stuff. That's
Entire
it.
year of schooling, I would have wanted to major in physics and minor in theology and English.
It's a nice mix.
Cool.
It's a nice mix.
I do like that.
Why
mix.
English though?
Because I love ancient literature. I would have wanted to teach ancient literature if I could have.
But that's-
specifically, which is why it's important to have
Is that
some sort
English,
of
though?
theology based. You know, ancient literature.
I mean,
old.
It's broken into English.
Dude,
Who the hell
old
are
English
you?
is
Oh,
great.
my name is Mark Henely. I was wearing a hat before and I took it off.
Ah, that's just
We didn't
different.
even recognize you.
Who's this guy?
No.
What?
You're up there.
All right. So I'm
We're doing that
Stones,
thing.
and I recently watched the migration pattern of turkey vultures via the dumpsters on my skateboard route to work. They were there for exactly a 2-week window.
Oh my God.
They started becoming much more calm around me. I could get about 6 to 10 feet away from them, and I was going to start feeding them.
What?
And they just
What kind of animals?
disappeared.
Turkey vultures.
Turkey vultures.
You're fucking feeding turkey vultures?
I didn't get it. It was getting close to that point though.
And
They
you
were being
wonder
really
why
quick.
you're fucking, like, you know,
What?
all this
Like,
is
what do you
going on.
mean?
You're
Oh, what's going on?
you're
What's
feeding-
happening?
You're stopping turkey vultures?
It's on my way to work. They just showed up one day. They were there
Could you
every day for 2
imagine
weeks.
this
and
guy
then gone.
walking to work in the morning and 2 hunched over turkey vultures like, ah! And he's like slipping them like sliced meat.
Sliced meat. Just salami and capicola for everybody.
They're just fucking eating like dead animals out of his pocket.
Fucking turkey vultures chasing after you.
What are you
You're
buying
fucking
dead
eating this
mice
bitch
from the
processed
fucking
meat.
It
pet
didn't get
store?
there.
What's that, boar's head? Eat the boar's head.
I was going to start out with bread. I was
He's
going to give
also
bread a
not-
shot.
He's not
You're officially,
I don't think they like
officially
bread.
the woman
I don't
from
think they like
fucking
bread.
Home Alone with the pigeons.
Why is everyone's go-to with birds of any kind bread?
Well, I think
It's like-
turkey vultures could probably digest.
Yeah,
it.
that's-
I
Where's
don't know.
Where's
I
the
think for a fact.
institutional
I'd have to look
research
that
that
up
says
for
they
sure.
like bread?
I think the part we're all missing is he says
Those
he
pigeons
skateboards
love
to work.
rice.
Nobody mentioned the skateboard.
He skateboards up to these turkey vultures, feeds them.
Yo, he's damn good at skateboarding. You have no idea,
Wow,
dude.
Him or
I'm
the
holding
turkey
out. I'm
vulture?
not.
Him,
I'm not.
he's
you
really
know,
good.
I mean, I'm just cruising at this point. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just fucking.
What?
What?
Carl Callan's in the chat. What's up, man?
Oh, cool.
You guys talking? What's that
Love
say?
that guy.
Jordan, one of the local comedy scene's best and most unique performers.
And Angelo Gingerelli's in there too, man. He said
I love
Jordan and Mark, two of the best. And Kelsey
man.
Volk is in the chat. What's up? Can you see this? My computer sucks. Watching on my phone, says
Yes,
my
we
mother.
can.
Yeah, I can see
How
that.
can you see this?
You can see that, man. You guys, what did Carl Callan say?
One of the
No, this-
Jordan. You guys talking gabagool?
The gabagool. What the hell? How is that even a thing?
Gabby
Just a
Gould.
Capricola?
bastardization of actual fucking real words.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I don't know what the
If
hell.
the mafia ever got Google,
What are you looking for?
I can't
I just got
repeat
turkey.
that.
I got
decide
turkey vulture
if I
on
wanna
my
go-
gobble-gobble-gobble-gobble.
If I want to put something out there that's, you know,
Oh,
good,
here we
or
go.
emotional,
Juicy.
you know, I don't know.
Moist, if you will.
Moist.
God, there's so much good
How
stuff.
do you guys
going
feel
on.
about the word moist? We were talking about this outside earlier.
The word
Okay.
moist? I don't mind the word moist. I like the word moist.
Doesn't bother me one bit.
Doesn't
There's a
bother me
culture.
at
There's a
all.
cultural shift happening. We're watching the
Yeah.
collective consciousness resolve there.
Everyone's just okay with
The Great Moisture Shift. That's what I'd name this episode. The Great Moisture Shift. Yeah.
I get
Go back and name all the episodes like Seinfeld.
uber offended. No.
You know what's funny is that is an actual disease. That
The Great
you
Moisture
find,
Shift?
No, that words actually affect you to the point where
Certain
you're like,
pronunciations, yeah.
Yes, we discussed this.
But all the other people are just faking it.
That's right.
I think it's trendy for some. Yeah, they're like, oh, I got this mental illness, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I have this mental illness. I don't know it's a mental illness, but I'm gonna say I have it.
Yeah.
You know, like okay.
I got this thing, see?
You see, I can't hear it. I can't hear these words. See,
Michael Mayhems, I love that word, and I love moist things.
right.
Moisture talk.
Oh, now it's wild.
Let's just get serious.
Moisture talk.
Moisture talk. Well,
How do we put a poll up here?
Hashtag.
I'm gonna start a
Are you
podcast
offended
called
by the word moist?
Moisture talk.
but the word.
Offended is such a stupid.
Anderson
ass word.
Windows.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Are there
Whether or
waterproof
not I
condenser
like the
mics
word
that would
is
work in
nothing
like a
to do
But
with
that's what we were
Like
talking about
people,
outside.
like-
We were
oh,
like,
yeah.
it automatically
Start
gets
just, like,
correlated with
tripping.
like,
Like,
oh, you don't like
during
that
the
word? I
podcast.
can't use it anymore.
We got
I'm
about
sorry.
Yeah.
breathing.
Like, how about we go back to the days where if you don't fucking like
I
something,
don't know what
just
that.
Yeah.
go
So,
away or
Well,
don't
you're a
listen to it or
snowflake.
whatever.
Can I bring up?
Snowflakeism.
Can I bring up something?
.com.
I sort of read an article recently,
Whoa.
and it was titled, and I bring it up because this movie comes up on the show all the time. Blazing Saddles
Oh man.
punched up, knocking out horses and racist America in one swing.
Yeah, and
So it's a slander against the film?
No, it sounds like it's
No,
bringing,
No, it's praising the movie.
it's
Like, the
showing
fact-
how
so-
openly fucking.
No,
fucked
that-
up-
So
asking. I
the
didn't
point of
know.
it being
I
that
didn't want to
you know
know,
the
yes.
argument is could you come out with Blazing Saddles now? And the argument is no, you couldn't.
Absolutely
But
not.
but
not.
we've had a long enough amount of time where we look at Blazing Saddles and obviously you realize that the movie's not racist, it's making fun of racism and how ridiculously stupid it is. Because you know
I get it.
So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've
So
seen Blazing Saddles.
Oh my god.
It sucks, dude.
Let me tell you what.
Yeah, it's pretty.
The movie's
You
probably
didn't miss
fucking one
anything.
of the worst movies ever made.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear someone.
But
say
it's
that.
hysterical because you're like, oh. It's kind of like Robin Hood Men in Tights, where you're like,
yeah, well it was written by Mel
like
Brooks and
cringy.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
cringy. Like,
Well-
it's not good, but it's like important.
I
It
think,
was-
I think, I think
Remember when
guys are-
Archie Bunker met George Jefferson? It was important like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then like,
I
yeah,
think
but for a
sometimes
generation it was like, that was
comedies
funny.
don't age, though.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like you watching, you're like, I understand people like this, but I don't know.
Like
it's
I
just-
like,
yeah.
I like the
kinda
Little
miss comedy if
Rascals,
you're not
but
there.
it's cringeworthy for a politically correct group. Of
I
people
like
to sit and watch
Newsies.
that.
And
Okay,
that's cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Newsies. That's cringeworthy for other reasons, though.
Any musical is super cringe.
Any?
It's the most unnatural thing in the world. Nobody has some serious drama going on. They bust out singing.
Yeah, nobody busts
like,
out singing
It just feels
anywhere.
so fucking weird. Like West Side Story. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
It's just rock opera.
Would you not? Would you not? How dare you insult the Jets and the Sharks? They will fuck you up. They come out.
That's the whole point.
Let me tell you something. How do you not piss yourself? If you're in a bar, you're like, "What, bitch?" And then somebody turns around and like,
8 guys behind him, like,
yeah, I'd be like, oh shit, they are
fuck's
really.
going on?
in the white and red leather jacket from Michael Jackson's video, where they pull the knife out and they get to fight.
they start tying each other.
And they feel guilty for listening to it.
And on top of that, they all know the words to the song that looks like it's spontaneous. You have to consider, like, for them to do what they're doing, like, if that was, like, a real-life thing, they would have had to practice that shit, like, and choreograph and be like, come on, guys, get it right. You don't know what we're going to get. Like, it's so fucking twisted.
Military
but
drills.
The twisted
just
part.
drilling
The
you.
twisted part is
Your
that.
snap is off.
The twisted part is
snap
that
is off.
that whole thing could become a reality with AI in the near future.
What could?
Just a random group of people coming at you. Like if somebody like
Oh my
tried,
God,
like
you're
if
right.
like
All those
robots just came at you and
An integrated virtual reality world.
I'd surrender immediately.
Right.
Honestly, all musicals take place in the future.
Whoa!
AI's come out.
Whoa! we're done. I will not fight you. What the fuck is this?
Yeah. These are some seriously choreographed motherfuckers.
Right.
That's what they are.
You came out like...
And any
it was
dudes in that
flash
much unison,
mob.
you want to be real careful of. Because if they're when they fight, you're fucked, dude. Because they're imperfect.
Yeah, so arguably, like, in Thriller...
Right.
You weren't like scared of the zombies. You were scared of the fact that
They were dancing
were all
in
dead,
sync.
came back to life, and
Like,
knew how
whoa.
to dance like that together.
Like this isn't the first time they've done this.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I just sound that. And you're like, shit! I gotta get the fuck up on out of here.
Dude, it'd be great to write a short movie about those dancers, and it turns out they were like in a dance competition and they died in a bus crash together, and they all came back and ended up in Thriller. That's how they all knew the fucking dance moves and shit.
It's like the football team in Beetlejuice.
That's crazy shit.
Hey, why is it more plausible that they would all come back as ghosts than it would be that they would all magically know the same dance routine?
Well, I don't know, because I guess zombies.
It both seems pretty
I'm
implausible.
not gonna lie. In the first 10 seconds of you talking, I was like, wait, they all died in a bus crash. Where are you going with this? Who are these random dancers? And then you explained that they had learned the dance.
They're on their way to a recital.
If they all died in a bus crash, there's definitely a lot of fire.
What dancers are we
That doesn't make
talking
for a
about?
good zombie.
Huh?
You can't have all your zombies burned up. If the whole bus dies, it had to have caught on fire. There's no way that the whole bus died in just some type
You have
of
to watch the movie still.
What if it was the Rockettes?
cliff, fell off a cliff maybe.
How in the fuck do they know a new dance so fast? They didn't even practice if they just walked off the burning bus.
They didn't need
The
to.
burning bus.
Shock. They went into shock and they were like, I remember one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's
And they all remember it wrong the same? Wrong
I knew
the
it was
same.
like this. I'm supposed to...
Yeah, and then everybody's like, oh, yeah, that. Except it's perfect.
Maybe he's more like a puppet.
Why
master,
are you timed
and
perfectly?
Everything that he did, they were doing. You know.
Yeah.
What if this might not make any sense when I say it, but
Let's try it out.
Let's go
Alright,
deep
so-
into the
try it
lore
out.
of Thriller video.
Everybody
here.
pull up your big
so
boy
what if
pants.
everyone in Thriller they're like the bus crashes, right?
Right.
And all of it is a shared hallucination that they all have because they're all experiencing DMT at the same time.
Dude, I was thinking
And that's how they all know the same choreographed dance.
Wow.
And then they experience it
Yeah,
through
right.
the DMT hallucination.
Wow.
Yeah, they all
Yeah.
they all realize like we're all the same thing. We're all the
This is worth exploring. Guys.
Yeah, right.
Dude, lately I've just been really into the idea. Lately I've been really into the idea of writing short stories based on the perspective
This
of
is a short story.
based on the
Alright.
perspective of minor characters and things. Like I want to write a short story about an episode of Lost from the perspective of the dog. And because imagine how fucking nuts and weird everything must be from the dog's perspective. Like he was living somewhere and then he's on a fucking airplane. Like what the fuck is that to a dog? And then he's on an island with polar bears and shit. Like it must have been so much more fucked up for him. And I feel like the origin story of these zombies would really
Poor
blow
dogs.
people's minds.
It would matter. Yeah,
Where were the zombies?
The others, you smelling shit on the other side of the place. Like, oh no.
What's it like to be a zombie and suddenly realize you know the dance?
Right, pre-thrill.
You're like, oh,
The name
shit,
of the book
I
is
know
called
this.
Pre-thrill.
Yeah. But pre-filled passing
be
into
thrilled.
post-thrill.
Like when you were laying in the casket where you're like, oh, 10 years ago, I remember that dance.
No,
Is
no,
that the
no,
music?
no. That's not the weird part.
Like maybe like
Because
that was
some
the
of them
dance
come
they
out of
were
the
gonna
ground, though.
use at the competition,
The
and like they
music is
have to do that
manipulating
one
them
last
to
thing
do
before
that.
they could die peacefully.
That's the
Right.
space-time
This is the
continuum.
end. Right. This was supposed to happen, but didn't. It was a fixed point in time.
It was supposed to happen in 1970. The film
Right.
came out in 1985.
Right.
So
And they were like, okay, time
They start
and
time
space.
to shine,
Right.
guys.
Yeah. It's giving us
right now. Oh shit!
Right, if we wait any longer, the
I
cars
overdosed
will
on
be
heroin
longer.
15 years ago. I gotta get this dance out. They came
Yeah.
out. They were like,
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Thank God. Now I can rest in peace.
So we're all kind of working on this hypothesis that it's very scary if a bunch of people dance all at the same time in choreography.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So
fucking
let me
freaks me
put
out.
a scenario to you guys. All right, so a guy like in the middle of the night, he like comes to your car, breaks the window, pisses in it, takes a big shit in it, and then leaves. And you figure out who it is. And you decide, I'm going to beat that guy up. So you go and you find him, and he's out in public, and you go to beat him up, and everyone around him starts dancing.
Okay.
Do you stop before you punch him because of the dancing, or do you just go through?
It would slow you
Okay,
down.
okay, so
Stop, you get back in your car and you go fucking home.
Here's the
What's
issue.
the origin of those background dancers?
You get in your car, you
What's
run
the origin of
everybody
that
over.
story? There's more intrigue behind how that whole scenario is supposed to end. Where people are shitting and pissing in random cars.
Part of my problem is that I tend to make connections. And if somebody breaks the window in my car, that's what you said, and shits and pisses in my car, right?
I can't.
And then when I confront them,
Did they do it from the
a whole crowd breaks into perfectly choreographed dance.
He's submitting his DNA to get a list of his family members.
I'm at that point so perplexed by how these things fit together that I wouldn't be like my anger would
The
dissipate.
weapon of confusion is strong.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
strong
That's the
weapon.
point.
But it's not confusion. It's more of a search for answers. Confusion sort of like ooh, but like,
Confusion is kind of a search for.
Are you like lunging already
Well,
and like
no,
cocked, like
there's
you got
time
the
in
fist
between
made
events.
and you're already swinging?
The guy,
Or
the
is it
guy-
like you're walking up ready to do
when
it?
the guy
and
shits in
you're
the
like,
car,
I'm
when you
dolphin
shit in the
cocked.
car,
Yeah, does music pop out with it?
Yeah.
Does music
I'm
come
corkscrewing
on?
a motherfucker real quick.
That's an important
Oh, yeah,
question.
What if it
Is
doesn't though?
there
That's even
music
weirder.
on?
No, it's not all one event. It's like, so someone ruins your car
Right.
as you're sleeping, and then you wake up, you find
like,
out.
oh,
Oh,
fuck
this is a
this,
timeline
And then
of
over
things
the next
happen.
week
Okay.
or so, you figure out who it is,
Right.
and you're
It
pissed
takes a
off,
while.
and you find out he's downtown.
But when the person shit in the car,
Yeah.
because they broke the window, was it like a small step stool that they backed up on?
Yeah, like
cocked their ass into the car.
I
Like
feel
you
like
would
I'd
get-
unfortunately shred my
That's the origin story you need to write.
Right.
No,
Guy,
I shred my perineum on broken
is
glass.
he shitting in the driver's seat?
Well, they break the glass and they open the door from the inside, and then they can.
And they sit.
Yeah.
And they sit.
And
but
they
hold
sit.
themselves
Well,
up. They hold themselves up with the steering wheel.
Just shit up front through the nuts.
Good move on
That's a lot of
your
work.
car door.
There's a lot of
Yeah, right.
work.
Exactly. Keep your
So
car
they didn't
door
do it like a
open.
monkey and just like.
Well, like afterwards, you
That's
gotta
the
like
thing.
throw
That's the
it
thing.
around the shit.
Right.
It's
Uncomfortable.
really
You want it to
easy
stay.
for a serial shitter to just find an unlocked car.
Like the gas station bandit.
Because of an unsuspecting public.
I think out of everything, Jordan asked the most important question, which
Right.
is, is music playing when they start to dance? That matters
Yeah.
a lot to me.
So does somebody like hit a boombox? Like hits.
No,
like,
because
plants-
that would piss me off more if somebody was like, click.
Is there music?
I'd be like, no, fuck you.
broke the
And
fourth
if there is
wall.
music, where is it coming from? Like the air?
But what if you find out that it's
Or
just the
where?
guy you're about to attack and he put headphones on and he thinks there's people behind him, but
Yeah,
he just
and there's
starts
nobody-
dancing by himself?
Oh man!
Well,
Do
now,
you stay?
Now I'm searching for
Do you
answers.
stay?
If there was a large piece of wood nearby, I feel like I'd be pretty okay.
Okay, so the whole point is I want a scenario that would make you undisputably mad, but also wouldn't be a rude question. I didn't want to be like, so if someone kissed your wife, I was like, no, let's neutralize it.
Was he
Someone
singing
shits
and
in your
dancing?
car, yeah.
Oh,
Someone shits in your car.
you didn't want to trigger
you
somebody
have-
with a scenario and be like,
Okay, so
hope
the
nobody
point
hears
is-
We
us.
need
What is
the
it?
music question answered. It's really important.
That the
I mean,
music's
I
playing?
imagine no music, but like,
No music.
Wow,
No
he's
music
got
is
clear
worse.
here.
So they're just
No music is
Yeah.
worse.
silence.
No,
The
that's
tapping,
weird.
tapping. Like, is there a
Insane.
beat?
There's
at
just a
all
metronome.
somewhere?
It's just
So a
a
The
beatbox.
clapping.
I think it,
their own?
Just the sound of their footsteps.
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
And for some reason, I'm putting it at like Penn Station in Philadelphia.
Like everything is
It's like
quiet
a
and all you
stomp
hear is.
squad.
Yeah, right.
Make your own sounds.
Yeah.
That's one of them. They do that already.
in my head, I think
We Will Rock You. They come at you with We Will Rock You.
my
And
point,
Dead Freddie Mercury comes
my
out.
point is,
Bunch of
I
zombies
think
do
like
that shit,
if I'm angry enough, and then this guy starts dancing with all of his friends, I think I stop for a second, but I still hit him.
Yeah.
I-
What
I-
the fuck? And then knock him
Why
out.
don't you
And be like,
join the dance
Are they
and
obviously friends,
incorporate
though?
your punch into
I
one of your
don't know
moves?
how.
Right.
I don't know
No.
we all
That's
dodge
right.
at the same time, and then you become part of the group.
No, you take over the group. You join the dance. You take over the group
If
because
you
you're a dominant
outdance-
force.
If
And
you
then
outdance-
I feel
if
like-
you outdance the leader, it means you're automatically the dance leader now.
Yeah, but why do you want that?
You're-
Someone
you're
just
the
like
ruler
in your
of the
car.
group.
you,
Oh, that
you
makes
want it because you're taking away what he loves.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
we're
guys,
forgetting.
wait.
You're breaking his spirit, and that's what's important. important.
I feel like it'd be amazing if you could like to the tempo like at the drop, right at the drop, just like jump down, punch down, like Marvel drop,
What the hell?
and just
music was
blast,
that?
You were supposed to do the
away.
baseline, but you
Like you don't
didn't
even
do it.
punch them, you punch in front of them and it blasts them away. And then you take over and you dance.
Yeah,
you replace.
dance your way right the fuck out the door.
Like that,
Never
like
see
dance
it again.
battle. Like
That's
And,
how you,
and
that's
his
how
whole
you
gang
know.
follows you.
I feel like we're forgetting a lesson from iRobot.
I
feel like we're all forgetting a lesson from iRobot.
Hold on, Justin Lynch is in the chat. What's up, man? Carl Callan has a whole thing. What if the heir to the Arizona iced tea fortune has a bad falling out with a family and quits to work for Snapple to write Snapple facts out of spite? But soon regrets it deeply, soon becomes guilt-ridden and depressed beyond measure, but feels he can never go back. That Arizona pride. Come on. I can't read the rest.
So he starts pressing his suicidal apology note bit by bit in place of Snapple facts.
Oh my god!
I'm going to slip my ...
For people to like find each other's and put them together.
Yeah, they're trying to put together the suicide note.
it's like the incremental joke. People are still gonna be like, this is like still 15% not true.
Yeah.
I don't believe this. You went to therapy. Like,
man.
Well, this was a while ago.
What
I don't
was?
know.
What was a while ago?
No, I was just adding to the thing.
He was riffing.
Adding to the thing.
Just riffing.
He was riffing
Don't
bits.
blow me off.
Riffing bits.
Don't you stop talking to me after you bring things up to
Riffing
me.
bits.
Sounds like you're like grinding something.
Riffing bits?
Riffing bits.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it sounds like a grinding of like I'm picturing myself out like with a wood chipper, riffing bits.
Okay.
Could be playing the guitar.
I did a one of the
Shredding.
people that
Riffing
sold
bits,
Arizona
shredding
iced tea.
guitar.
It was like two people who started the company. I wired a house for them nearby,
Right.
and supposedly they weren't even going to be living in the house, and supposedly the house was supposed to be used for illegal underground art auctions. And I'm like, man, I am totally building a sex dungeon.
Did you find any fucking whack ass Snapple caps while you were there?
It was a lot
Like
of
they say
fucking.
things like
Damn,
put
dude.
him in a dolphin.
Can you imagine
Yeah,
so
but-
much iced tea that you get to build a sex dungeon? The gallons and gallons of iced tea.
Snapple well.
Snapple wealth is heavy. So can I go to the thing?
Yeah.
Twitter explodes as bully teen claps back. I don't know why, man, but I always love these fucking videos where somebody gets bullied and the person being bullied just
knock 'em
turns
the
around
fuck
and
out?
fucking knocks them the fuck out. Like, I really enjoy it. Like, and I feel like it's something that I'm actually not supposed to enjoy for some reason. Like, it's supposed to be settled peacefully or
You
on.
mean like the guy hit him and then he hit him back or whatever?
Yeah,
Or-
no, the guy talked
So,
shit and then he got knocked the fuck
The
out.
kid was gay. He was being bullied. He was being called names and things because of it. And he responded by fucking unloading and popping the motherfucker because the kid was trying to hit him. And he fucking fought back and he, knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I was like, good
Rightfully
for you, dude.
fucking so, man.
I kind of feel like as a public, right? Like, we can look at a video like that and go, okay, that kid was being clearly harassed. He had no choice. He took a stand. He's not a violent person. He responded to somebody,
Well, you
you
don't
know?
know if
So I feel like it's...
Yeah, you don't know him. You don't know what's going on inside his head.
Left and right for all you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
That could
one
all
day
just-
the other guy stands up.
This could all just be an act.
I think it's fucking going one way that it's not. Yeah, right.
Oh, for
You're like,
sure.
yeah, like you're like,
For sure.
yeah, man, yeah, that kid got fucking what he deserved, and then you see the
Wait,
end
did
of the
he-
video, and the kid
Yeah.
walks away and just starts beating the shit out of everyone else.
Yeah, right,
You're
right.
like,
Portrayed
wait
before.
a minute.
What the fuck?
Now I know how to feel about
It was
it.
like
Look
a
at it from
self-defense
another
thing,
angle.
Or did he throw first?
Huh?
Was it like a self-defense thing?
Self-defense, yeah.
Or he didn't just like, oh...
No.
The bully's there,
He was
I'm just gonna
being
fight back.
physically and verbally pushed.
Yeah.
And I feel like he responded, and I feel like so because of the way the rules are, now he's supposed to pay a punishment for being violent or something. And I kind of feel like as a public, we all understand he's defending himself, and it's not a violent person, and we should be able to kind of make that decision together. Like, hey, dude, I think you stood up for yourself.
Animalistic that we all just sit back and watch each other fucking tear each other apart, and
Of
like
course.
by like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
millions
And it's
on a
entertaining.
fucking
But I feel like this is
TV
the opposite
screen.
of that, though. I feel like that's somebody defending himself and putting a
Sometimes
stop
you
to
gotta
it.
I know, but
somebody
you're
in
not
there,
watching it that way primarily. You're going like, fuck that guy. Fucking hate bullies. You're watching a football
Fuck that bully.
game,
I'm gonna bully that
But that's
Real-
why I feverishly hate bullies, though.
I don't know. If you engage in violence, I think that you know it's society's right to at least question you.
If you what?
I didn't say it was right or wrong. I just said it's bizarre. It's a bizarre part of.
Yeah,
the
I didn't
dystopia
see
we
it,
live
but
in.
Yeah.
from what you're saying, it doesn't sound like you did anything wrong.
I think it'd be cool. Someone was bullying someone. I just punched them. Man, that'd be sick, right?
Right. You punch the person that was bullying them, though, or the person that...
No, the person that's doing the bullying. You know?
Yeah.
Are there any videos
knock them
of
the
someone
fuck out.
getting bullied
Yeah.
and the other person
Like someone goes to
dancing
steal a
at
purse
them
and then they
totally
punch him
like,
out.
Hey,
Man, that'd
look
be
at
sick.
you. You're
The
a
people who
jerk
bullies
off.
bully
Yeah.
is our new bully that
Yeah.
we're gonna go after now.
And then now the tides have turned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say it's whoever attacks first. That's who it's on.
And I also feel like... Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What were you going to say?
No. I had a completely different question, completely off.
No,
I'm
go
sure
ahead.
the kid's. I mean, was it in a school?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the kid that punched is getting in trouble too. Like I got bullied
Yeah,
so
no, it's a
fucking
zero
bad one
tolerance
year,
thing. They just
and like by a huge football player.
Yeah.
And like they used to throw shit and spit on my friends and shit. And one day I fucking threw shit back and I got suspended.
Right.
Which I didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm not fucking not coming to school because I defended myself. But the point is, that kid's probably gonna get in fucking trouble.
Wait, so you just went anyway, and they were like,
Yeah.
come on in.
I was like, yeah, that's not happening. I fought it and kept fighting it.
That's why you're awesome. It was like, yeah,
They're
not
like, you're
suspended.
suspended. No,
Fuck
no,
off.
no. She's like that lady in Family Guy. No. Hey, Mr. Superman, no, here.
No.
Has anyone
I go to
followed
school,
this stupid fucking Tesla shit?
With
The
the
truck?
truck?
Yeah.
I like the truck.
I love it.
No, I'm talking about the
Warthog.
argument between them and Ford.
It's the Puma.
Oh,
What is the argument?
They had a tug-a-thon. They had a
they did the tug-a-thon?
Sorry.
Which, by the way, sounds.
Is
It doesn't
better
sound like
or
that.
is it
Yeah,
good?
they
Sounds
just
like it's
reach
got nothing to
around
do with
on each
trucks.
other consistently.
My friend made a good point though. He said
We could change the name of the show to
Wait,
Tug-a-thon.
let him say what the tug-a-thon is
Tug-a-thon every-
for people who don't know.
Avalanche.
It was a game of tug of war with trucks. Okay, let's
Did
just
Tesla win?
Open up a
Yeah,
truck.
yes. Dominant.
Really? So the guy who
Tesla
also
won?
owns fucking space rockets, he won that fight? Wow, that... I
Did he
never
win?
that.
But they're supposed to have a rematch.
Yeah.
And
Oh, shit.
Ford was like,
Well, we're
this
going
is
out
out.
with the
fucking
fire,
No,
yeah.
they were like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, why are we even doing this right now?
Good question.
Yeah, because they're going to
Good
get murdered.
introspective moment.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, what? Wait, hold on. Ford has publicly stated.
No.
We fucked up. Like maybe we
No,
shouldn't.
no.
No, they were just like, this is dumb. I don't quite understand what the fuck is going on right now.
No, you could tell the truck. It was spinning right off the bat. So you're dragging a wheel.
Right. Yeah,
spinning.
you're dragging something that's
No
on a slippery
friction.
surface.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
On top of that, only 2 wheels were spinning, so it wasn't using 4-wheel drive like the other one was. So it was like, how is this even a fair contest?
Why wouldn't they do it that way?
Ford called the
Because
first
Tesla's
one.
a showman. He's a
Ford-
fucking
I'm
showman.
sorry, but I thought the idea was to have somebody from Ford drive a Ford and somebody from Tesla drive a Tesla,
I don't think it
so
was
that it was
that.
fair.
I don't think it
Not
was
Tesla
like that.
going, "Hey, we're
No.
gonna drive a Ford
Yeah,
and
we're
a
gonna
Tesla
drive a. I think that's what
to
it
make
was.
this." You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think that's what it was. We were gonna drive a Ford versus this. Because I don't think Ford had anything to do with that.
It's all Tesla.
Yeah.
That they make up for their failed fucking experiment.
I want to see it.
You don't have to see it. You just
Plus-
have to read.
see
You have to
it, you just
read.
have to
You have to.
Plus,
No, you got to read the response
Moon
by
landing's
Ford.
not real.
Okay.
They're saying that Ford used a rear-wheel
Except for
drive
those mirrors
vehicle,
up there.
Right?
and they went into a Twitter exchange between.
Did they really?
Yeah, they went back and forth with Neil deGrasse
Okay,
Tyson.
all right. then
Wow.
With Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Because this looked dumb to me when I was looking at it.
And what did
What did old Neil
Tyson?
have to say?
Hey, what Neil have to say?
What did that idiot have to
Yeah,
say?
that DeGrasse
What's that
guy.
guy? What's that guy with the stars and the planets got to say about things? You and your judgmental tones talking about how I don't know about stars.
They got grains of sand bullshit.
So I guess the argument came to a point where the Ford company was like, this is just, it's stupidity. Like, we're not
Yeah.
going to keep engaging in all of this. Because Tesla, I don't get it. Like, they produce great ideas, they have a motive, and then all of it is clickbait. You just want to see what Tesla's coming out with. You just want to see what they're doing. And they got put on national television, and
When you land a rocket backwards, people tend to notice everything you do.
That shit's unbelievable.
Yo, but the thing that impresses me the most
change
about all
space
this,
travel forever.
did you see what they're using in this truck though? Is the transparent metal.
Right.
That's,
I thought it was,
that's
rolled-
to me, that's
rolled
the
stainless.
breakthrough. That's like,
Jeez.
this is the thing that people should be
Wait,
talking
wait,
about.
wait. It's not rolled stainless? I thought it was rolled stainless.
It's some kind of
Cold rolled
clearish,
stainless
transparent
steel.
metal.
But it's transparent.
Yeah.
Huh.
As of right now, the only place that I'm aware of is in the Star Wars universe. That's pretty dope.
What?
Transparent.
Star Trek did that.
The transparent metal can be a new genre.
In a
we
movie
start.
back in the day.
Transparent metal is a new genre of music. Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's metal, but it's like real personal. It's good
Yeah.
to see who you really
We tell you
are.
how we do it,
Yeah.
and we don't lie about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the
All of
real
our lyrics
breakthrough in
about
my
what we
opinion.
lived through.
Like,
Yeah.
that's gonna be great.
I was thinking about building a truck out of wood shavings.
I hope you succeed,
Because
Stone.
that's pretty transparent.
Yeah, right. Can we?
Imagine a transparent metal submarine.
This guy's floating underwater.
Yeah, that would be awesome. You could see everything around you.
Can we talk to our guests, because we're gonna go to second break soon, but I want to talk to you guys about what you have going on and where people can find you, because when we come back we're gonna transform this place into a performance space and be ready to go with performances. So let's talk to Mark Henely first.
What was the question?
What's going on with you? Where can people find you online? What's good with you?
Okay, not too much. Just been doing stand up. I had a couple of roast battles that got put online on the Stand's YouTube account. I got one against my friend Bobby Sheehan where I call him out for owing me $18, and I have another one where me and him team up and dress as the Insane Clown Posse and we roast the FBI. Character roast. On top of that, I have a podcast called The Super Seniors, and that's about it. Yeah.
Cool. And where can people find you online?
At Mark Henely, MarkHenely.
Dude, thank you so much for being
No problem,
here today,
man.
man. It's awesome having you tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Jordan, what's going on with you? First off, we're so fucking happy to have you here
I'm
tonight,
happy to
man.
be here. It's really cool.
This is your first time here on the show ever.
Yeah.
And
No,
you're
I did.
fucking great tonight, dude.
Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, I'm just a comic. Just been doing stand up for like 12 years now, and I'm just trying to like start taking it seriously. Like.
And you do music with your comedy too.
Yeah. I've been doing it. I've been doing like. It took me a while. I like always saw it as like gimmicky, and I was like, no, it's like fun. You like that.
Right.
So just like do it, and that was like, I think like 4 years ago, and like I've been finally like meshing it together because like I started out as like a one-liner guy, and like it just I was like I could just sing a joke.
Yeah.
So it's.
Who is your favorite? I guess I want to say more well-known comic right now, and why?
Currently?
Yeah.
That's tough. I mean, even speaking of music comedy, I think still Reggie Watts, because he's like, I don't know, he's like one of my biggest
Fucking
heroes.
genius,
like,
yeah.
ever. Yeah. There was a lot of people like have been like, you're trying to do what he's doing. I'm like, yeah, but like I don't want it to be like lumped. Like I want it to be like my own thing. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm gonna have to wear an anime suit eventually. No, I am. I like learned 3D printing this year, so I'm like excited to like test it out, like and just start prototyping like weird shit to just tell dick jokes.
I love that he's like doing like the whole comedy costume like thing. Like you have a whole costume for it.
Yeah.
Because like within comedy, that's like a thing you don't really do.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like it's like pressed upon you like don't dress like you're fucking special or something like that.
Right.
And I think thinking about the way you look on stage
No
is a
shit.
thing that a lot of comedians won't even kind of admit
That's
to
a
doing.
thing.
Right, it's definitely a thing, man.
No, I mean, I
Come
guess
on.
it makes sense. It's all black shirts, fucking blue jeans.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
but
it's all
like having my
gimmicks
own-
are killer.
Dude, it's not. I don't even see it as a gimmick. I just like. I'm like, this is like what I love. Like this is like what.
Right,
I
that's
they're
another
gonna
level,
lump
dude.
you into
Yeah.
somebody who's outside the fucking.
Yeah.
Right.
It's part of the canvas too. I think.
I
how
want
you
it,
look.
yeah.
And that can
Yeah.
be that can be creative.
Dude, for
It's
how
like
many years
Guar
did
as a
George Carlin
comedian.
wear all black?
Yeah.
Dude, absolutely. I mean,
Odorous
like,
among us.
And that's a choice too.
Yeah.
I want
Odorous
to
among us.
find,
I'll be like,
like I want to do
yeah.
like Andy Kaufman shit
Yeah.
with like mixed with Daft Punk. That's always been like I just want like Daft Punk, Andy Kaufman. Like.
Is Andy Kaufman your favorite of all time?
Yeah, that's a great
I
mix.
love the Kaufmans, man. I love Charlie Kaufman. I love Andy Kaufman. I love like.
Out of their minds and don't give a fuck.
I know. They're,
Like,
like,
and characters.
crazy,
Like,
yeah.
they're doing characters.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
he's
And
getting
isn't it
dressed up
ironic
and
that
shit, you know?
that like when they
and that's
ask-
regarded as genius.
Yeah, and it's
100%,
it's
dude.
shit that people are like. There's a certain set of people who find that funny, and I think it takes like a certain level of interpretation to go, that's fucking hysterical.
Right.
That's absolutely at first
Yeah.
it's genius, then it's hysterical. You know, like
No, it's I
like
don't know, their
Kaufman's
stuff
on
is
another level
mind-blowing,
where
man.
you're like,
both of them. Like
you're an idiot,
Kaufman was
and I
so.
fucking love it
Which
because
Kaufman
you're
are
actually
you
a
talking
Andy
genius.
Kaufman
Like,
yeah,
was so committed
yeah.
to what he did that I still think that if he appeared alive today and the whole fucking death was just a joke,
Yeah.
like I'd believe it that he would do that because he
You know
was
what?
just so motherfucking committed to it.
I didn't think he was funny. Fuck him.
That's okay. That's all right.
I thought he was ridiculous.
If that's a joke, that's
No,
funny.
it was.
though.
He was one of a kind.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I don't think he was going for the laugh. I don't think it was meant to be funny half the time.
Well,
I think it was meant to be cringy and make you feel uncomfortable. And
Yeah, I think that's where he gets the laugh, though. I think for him it was laugh.
like it was
It
an
was like-
uncomfortable
yeah.
laugh, if anything.
You found it
must
funny.
laugh.
I mean,
Wow, he had
yeah,
very
to be
specific
creepy. I think
groove.
that's
Yeah,
funny
sure.
as shit.
Just like
But I think
It depends on
comedians
what
that-
he was doing at the time. Like,
Isn't that the
some
point,
of the
though?
characters were, yeah.
You hit emotions where you're
Yeah.
like,
But you have
it's
comics
different.
that do. They
you
have
dress
comics
up
who.
the way
No.
you're talking about.
Right.
People are gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
No, but it's
and the minute
it's
you start
worked
cracking
before.
jokes, they're like, "Shit."
Well, like that's the thing. I had this one like experience where like a bartender like looked at me and she's like what the fuck? Like she gave me that face and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking destroy.
Just
And,
wait,
like,
just wait, dude. I love that.
And it was-
because
it was
there's a
nice.
I love
there's a
that you
bit
have
of
that
dorkiness to it that people
No, it's
have in
cute.
them where
Yeah.
you're like, I find.
I love superheroes. I've always loved that aesthetic and like
Right.
I think it'd be cool to like make your own cosplay characters.
Don't
Yeah,
you
dude.
feel though that there's
Cosplay
a
as
certain
yourself.
point of
Super
people in a generation that have a connection to that pop culturist aspect that are afraid to admit that? Like there are people that love comic books. There's people that love pop culture of the 80s and 90s, but they don't want to dwell on it because it's too childish. And at the same time, it's like, yeah, but that was your whole childhood. Like,
Yeah.
And it was fucking
and
valuable.
people
I don't
still
know.
in their 30s, 40s, 50s, they dwell on, they love it. They
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
eat
right.
that shit up. And there's a level of humor to it.
I don't think it's childish to be like true to yourself.
Right,
Like,
that's
be
the
true to
thing.
your
Like,
own
you're not-
interest
Yeah,
and
yeah.
being like
You
I
gave
love
up-
this
you
stuff.
gave yourself
I
up.
discovered Buckethead in my adulthood. You know,
Yeah.
fucking
I feel like that
thought it was
mentality-
badass as shit. You know,
Buckethead? And
Yeah.
Buckethead was like 45.
Yeah.
Buckethead was
Yeah.
old as shit when he came out and started playing guitar.
That's insane.
Go ahead.
I think that mentality that you're talking about has sort of died. Like, I feel like the baby boomer generation was the last generation that was like, you're fucking this age now. You don't fucking.
But they had
And
kids.
the reason why is because our generation grew up with the internet to the extent where the things we loved never went away.
Yeah.
They're there all the time, so it's more
Yeah.
integrated into our everyday life.
Right.
Whereas with baby boomers, it was like, all right, it's time to put this
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
and
they
focus
moved on, right.
Because you can
Re-
only focus
regimented,
on what was
yeah,
around
regimented.
you, not
Yeah,
the
right.
internet, which is everything all the fucking
Right.
time.
And we're like, oh no, fuck that. I'm
But
putting
now
an arcade
everything's
in my
recurring
apartment.
now.
But I gotta tell you, I'm hitting a point too where how old are you?
I'm 30 now.
How old are you?
30.
We went over this already.
43 now, right?
Yeah, 56.
Shit. I think there's an awesome. I think there's honestly like a great analytic there where you look at people and you go, well, there's still a break where we're not attached to it, and if you're 10 years ahead of you guys, there's an attachment to it of nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a current living nostalgia of something that had been replicated where we're still living it, going, this is cool, but we're analytic of it, right?
I mean,
Well, we analyze it though. We analyze it like you love Star Wars, right? But like I analyze the fuck out of Star Wars. I can't watch it and be like, this is what I grew up with. I have to carry on and love the nostalgia of everything that's going on with anime, with Marvel, with all of that stuff. It's such a crazy crossover because it was so limited, like you said, in that generation where all those people are stuck. It happened and that was it.
Yeah.
Where we had it regurgitated to us every 5 years, every 10 years.
No, man, I think we just sort of, I think it's like you said, man. I think it's just we love what we love, man. Like,
Deep down inside, absolutely.
Like, I love the fact that fucking stories that were supposed to have died years ago are coming the fuck back and continuing, man. Like, I want to know what happened to Johnny Lawrence, dude. Like, I need to know what the fuck happened to Johnny
But that's
Lawrence, man.
That's what's great about your apartment, right? That's what's great about an entire generation who are like, fuck that, I love pop culture. I love shit that I'm into.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of judging me based on how I live.
Well, it's also like, I want to make this kind of shit. Like, I want to contribute. Like, I want to be part of this. Like,
and you bring that out in your performance.
Like, yeah,
with you know, with that realness.
Yeah.
That connects with a lot of fucking people, man. You
Dude,
know,
it makes me think about Bill Hicks. Because Bill Hicks, when he did his performance, man, it wasn't just about comedy. It was about a fucking perspective and a philosophy that he held that was really important. And it wasn't exactly only about making people laugh, but it was about making you fucking think. You know what I mean? And he did that because he fucking loved to do that. Like, that was... At the time, man, there were a lot of comics just doing knock-knock jokes, and he wasn't fucking into that shit.
Did he believe that he was a linguist? Did he believe that he had the transformation like George Carlin? Like George Carlin did not originally identified himself as a comedian, but then later on identified himself as a linguist. It was a very
Bill Hicks died too fucking young for that shit.
What to
yeah, he was only 34.
to say that
just
or
to blow
so
up,
so yeah, that's it. Oh shit, that sucks.
Yeah.
I forgot how young he was.
He was super young, man. Dude, I'm 40, dude. That means I would have been dead 6
He
years
had one
ago.
of my favorite jokes were like he was like, it's like, hey, get over, or like the guy like pushes him. He's like, come over here.
Yeah.
He's like, get over
oh, yeah,
here.
get over
Yeah,
here. He's like,
get
yeah,
over here.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Get over here. Where can people find you online, and what do you have going on currently that you want to promote?
I'm rebuilding my website currently. It's spiritmango.com. But it's I'm gonna start putting artwork on there. Just like I'm trying to start animating again. That's like what I mainly studied for real in like school.
Cool.
And that's I put like a lot of my abstract art on like my Instagram, Spirit Mango.
Spirit Mango.
Yeah, Spirit period Mango.
Spirit period Mango. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah, please.
So the usual engineer of the show, Matt Klahasi.
Yeah.
He couldn't be here because he's covered in pickles. But
Pickle Brian.
It's Pickle Brian. He wasn't covered in pickles themselves. The juice of the pickles got over.
Pickle Matt.
And he's been scrubbing for hours. But I'm doing a show with him December 28th. His group Team Rockaset. And it's going to be another alumni from the show, Wade Wilson.
Hell yeah, dude. I
And
love Wade.
I'm going to be on there. It's going to be at the Mill Hill Basement, December 28th at 9 p.m.
Nice.
Yeah. Anything else you want to promote?
I can't think of anything at the top of mind. So.
Dude, I fucking love you guys.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
so fucking happy you
Cool.
came here tonight, man.
So
Thank
fun.
you so much. Yo, we're going to cut to our second break, and when we come back, we're going to transform this space into a performance space, and we're going to have a comedy show, yes?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, we're going to fucking do that. So, our break is a little bit over 20 minutes. Stick with us, share the show, like the page, and all that other good shit. Everybody get silent for a minute and pretend like the sound's off.
Start silently Twitch dancing
Like-
in choreographed unison.
Yeah.
Like Twitch TV?
You're listening to us.
face. So,
Yep.
is it normal to climb into a treehouse so you are secluded to hold in your poop?
I have to think that one through. That's
Yeah,
a lot of
think it
steps.
through. Well, let me read
It's a
you
lot
the
of steps.
description, as the description is quite amazing.
Wait, okay, go on, but all right.
Typically, myself and a buddy would get a few apples, usually Honey Crisps. Now, already we've got an interesting start here.
Right.
I don't know why.
I love a Honey Crisp.
I love a good Honey
This is-
Crisp with my bro.
This is how my turd forms in
Can
my
I
lower
ask you guys
bowel.
a question? Okay, as guys,
Yeah.
as guys,
Sure.
can you remember ever, like, with a fellow
buddy,
bro,
yeah, right.
like running through the apple orchard side by
Yeah.
side?
And like really tiny shorts.
And do you guys later, Jose, do you guys remember doing that ever in your youth?
Stones and I, we
Stones,
often.
did you ever do that?
We used to sashay through this.
We live an hour and a half
Garden.
outside of New York City, so
Yeah.
you know,
So
on the
apple
coast.
orchards.
So that has nothing to do
so
with
we've
anything.
imagined what the apple orchards might be like
Yeah.
for some, but I
Right.
don't know.
If we run through an apple orchard here and reach for apples, we end up with like sooty fingers. We don't know why. Where's the soot coming from?
Scorpions and shit.
But no, I mean, I remember in my schoolboy days of yore when Stones and I would skip through the
Meadows.
apple orchards, tripping over at Jinkos, grabbing
Yeah, but
cut into
think
the
of how
belt
many
buckle.
think of how many bushels of apples your Jenkos can hold.
I never thought of that.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's what they
a
invented them for.
That's a 10 bushel pant leg.
Yeah, right. That's why Johnny Appleseed wore such big cats. Here's the original.
Jinko's favored by shoplifters.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man, they're good for it. And
Janko Johnny's.
holy fuck, I get such an apple haul. Usually Honey Crisp, and go to this
Yeah,
abandoned.
shoplifters at grocery stores. They only steal apples.
If they know what's good for him.
They're like, wait,
There's
you
like
got
this
Jinko's
entire
on.
black
I'm
market
watching
pie,
you.
Yeah.
like pie facility set up down in like a dirty, like foggy London basement of
Yeah.
like some
Yeah,
factory
some
from the
dirty apple dealings
1800s.
going on. Give
And
you
there's
3 Honey
these, like,
Crisps, see?
these like Cockney assholes with
Yeah.
Jankos on,
Yeah.
dumping their apple pants
Yeah.
all over the floor. And then there's
Yeah.
like one little girl in the corner with like smudge all over her face, and
Yeah.
she's sitting there shining the apples.
Yeah, right.
Like with a dirty rag.
Yeah. And the rag keeps working. We don't know why. It's it's like a ShamWow.
It's the power of little girls.
Yeah. And one guy's sitting, he's bald
Ugh,
with like a
gross.
big gold earring. And he's like, hey, Apple Pants, get over here. And Apple Pants is like the greatest apple thief.
Sounds like a terrible.
No, it's a man. He comes over,
Just
but back
taking-
then they didn't have all the fancy words we have now. So Apple Pants was tough.
Apple pants twist.
Yeah, he's old Apple Pants Twist McGraw. You know? He could chuck apples at your head and fucking bust a skull open.
Sounds like a lot like present day Asia without the Jinkos.
Present day Asia?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of apple.
Yeah, a lot of apple feeding going on.
Bullshit going on.
The apple politics over there are mind
Yeah,
blowing.
they're like, fuck the air and fuck the ground and
Yeah.
fuck the fucking plants and let's just fucking ship it all out.
Well, that sounds American.
Well, it does. It does.
Usually
It does.
Honeycrisp, and go to this abandoned lot which has a treehouse in it. We would climb into the treehouse, sit on our bottoms, and start to eat the apples, but then start to push out our poop. Right at the last second is when we'll
like
clench
together?
our sphincters to hold it. This is where it gets weird.
Wait, that didn't happen yet?
Get ready. It makes the hair on our arms and necks stand up, and it makes us buzz and shiver all over our bodies. We'll usually finish a couple of apples and then climb down out of the treehouse and go home. We call this act corking. So whenever we cork, it has to be in a secluded place. Secluded and dimly lit is even
Wait.
better.
Hold on. What was the first sentence again?
It makes the hair in our arms and
No,
neck.
the whole.
What?
The whole. Like, what was the?
Typically, myself and a buddy would get a few apples. usually hunting Chris and go to this abandoned lot which has a treehouse in it.
That wasn't the first sentence. No, the first sentence. That was not. Why was the heading of this post?
Is it normal to climb up into a treehouse so you're secluded to hold in your poop? And I feel like the apples have been made like a central part of this.
They had to be. They needed something with fiber.
That should have been more.
Like it wasn't like they like apples and also they like to not shit themselves while trying. It's that the apples are making them shit. Like they make me
shit.
They might as well be like frolicking through like a coffee and
or like a X-Lax farm.
You might as well title it as "Hungry for Apples."
Hungry for apples?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the idea, two people just hanging out together to push their poop out to the brink of being released and then sucking it back in.
Do you think they make eye contact?
I don't think this is just about poop and sphincters here.
I wanted to really think about his question when I first heard
one of the dudes is going to be like, "Hey, if this feels good, maybe it would feel good if we just."
Do me a favor. Could you look at my pink dot for just a minute? When the shit begins to breach, when the corking begins to happen,
when I uncork.
I want you to boomerang this to my Instagram. So that it breaches and unbreaches. It breaches and unbreaches. That way I can enjoy it forever and probably get goosebumps watching this for the rest of my life.
Well, hashtag honey crisping.
Yeah. Hashtag honey crisping with my bro. Hashtag corking.
Honey bro.
That way you can cork eternally. You know, because that boomerang will just go forever, and people won't even know. People will be surprised. They'll be like, "What the hell am I looking at?" So that way, no one will get in trouble. There won't be any Instagram flags.
Meanwhile, his fingernails are all long because he's just sitting in his bedroom staring at his fucking
shit.
He's
peeling apples with his one long finger.
Yeah,
he just holds his finger straight and then turns the apple with the other hand and just shaves off one long peel.
And when we witness it, we look at it and we're like, "This is more surprising because you didn't even mention the peeling in the post."
And he throws the apples over his shoulder and he's like, "It's really the peels that have all the fiber."
Yeah, and then he starts munching
chews.
down on the peels.
Dude, when I was really little, my grandmother would sit and peel apples a lot. I don't know why. And I would sit next to her to eat the peels. Because they were my favorite part.
Like, Grandma, you can just, have half the work. I'll eat the peels and then the apples.
Just leave the peel on.
Yeah.
She's all like fucking dolphining it up in front of her.
Yeah.
Snatching peels out of the sky like bats picking up moths. Just
Not Honey Crisp though. I'm not sure Honey Crisp apples were invented yet.
Yeah, man, they came a long way. Yeah, so anyway, we'll finish a couple apples. That's how we'll usually finish a couple apples.
Right.
And then climb down out of the tree.
Right.
The apples, man, it's just like, it sounds to me like it's like when you're going to hang out at the spot with your bro and you bring a 6-pack of beer.
Then you start shaking your shit in and out of your asshole.
You may or may not.
I mean, that's the thing you do.
Dude,
Some guys just swing some golf clubs
a couple months
or
ago,
they toss a ball around.
A couple months from now, one of them's gonna get jaded and just pretend that he's doing it. The other dude's like still all into it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm doing it."
I heard this podcast. They talked about it.
I'm corking.
I'm corking.
It's happening.
I already corked.
And he's just like, "Oh man,
corking accomplished."
Eat another apple, and he's like, "I've had plenty."
Yeah, I'm kind of burned out on apples.
It's been a real treat.
Yeah.
They go on to other things.
Yeah, they eat bananas and shit.
No, like, I don't know. What other things are there that they go to Taco Bell?
Oh, and they cork there?
Yeah.
Then they cork in the.
Oh man, he was pretty emphatic about that treehouse. I think that might be.
Oh, okay. So it has to be secluded.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's gonna be secluded.
Or like a hotel bathroom at 5 a.m.
Yeah. That's
like
got
in
the
extra
lobby. Fear that someone could walk in.
It makes it exciting.
They probably won't, but because we're in the safe hours.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if anything will ever beat the orchard and the hidden treehouse. It sounds like they ended up in Narnia.
Yeah, right. And there's no better place to cork.
And they actually talked about that in the book. Edmund and
flowers
Peter
on the
corking.
walls.
Yeah, they were corking in that
Edmund
little
and
hobbit
Peter
house.
were corking.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And they were observing the hair standing up on their arms, which is quite long.
They went there at 12 o'clock every day just to hear the cuckoo of the cuckoo clock.
Of the corking.
Of the cork clock.
They timed their poo corking to the clock fucking bird. Yeah.
And yay.
They had, I mean, you got to
corking.
explore. I mean, you can't just. Can you just cork forever? I mean, would that be satisfying enough?
Eventually,
sooner or later, your body's gonna make the rules, whether you like it or not.
Your body's gonna be like, look, this
guy writing the book on it.
Yeah. Because eventually you're loosening your hole, I imagine. You're not strengthening it.
He's like, I'm going to come up with an innocuous question to get people into this fetish.
Yeah.
And I'm going to open the floodgates on it.
Yeah, right. It starts off, people thought they were just part of an apple picking club. And then they went up to the treehouse. The guy's like, all right, now everybody squat. Yeah, now push your shit out. And then suck it back in. But only after you barely feel it.
Dudes that spit on other people and then suck it in.
Oh, yeah, gross.
It's like that, but like they're just.
There's still going to be a little bit of spittle on you.
Right. And your aunt and uncle are there at the corking party. And they're like, oh, you know,
we do this every
Like
Sunday.
a whole room full of people all doing it at once.
Yeah, and feel like, you know, at first I thought this guy was crazy, but it makes the hair on my arms stand up.
That like Grandma, we're gonna have a corking party tonight, and she makes like 80 apple pies, and there's like the whole Boy Scout troop over.
Yeah, right.
One of them's allergic to apples.
Yeah.
But he don't care.
Sprays shit all over the
like,
wall.
look, the only real reason I come here is because this bitch can cork so good. I never seen a woman this age cork so hard. It's like the grandma's like, you want some apple pie? And oops, I slipped. Slipped out. Oh boy.
Honey crisping.
Son left his dad's corpse to rot for 3 weeks so he could pocket his wages.
The guy's already dead. I say this all the time.
I gotta say, I wish I'd thought of it.
Wait, we're on to another one?
Yeah, we moved up. Moved up in the world. We're getting classy. Yeah, dad's corpse rotted for 3 weeks so he could pocket his way. I mean, you know, I think it's funny the company never wondered why the guy didn't come to work anymore after the first week.
Yeah.
You know? Man. Fuck. Drug addict left his postman's father dead body rot so he could still access wages from him. Jesus Christ.
Did he have to give him back?
I don't know.
This is a sad topic.
Yeah, this is a
You
bummer.
might have to move on. Last one was...
Top notch.
Oh, yeah. That changed everything.
Oh, that was a notch above.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let me pick a story. Police forced to stop interrogating suspect after he continuously farts replies.
What, like he's guiding his ass
He was
cheeks
honey crisping.
like a mouth.
It's like, this is how we do it at home. The cops
This
like,
is
what are
how
you
we
doing?
do it in the orchard, bitch.
Yeah, this is how we do it. This is how we
In
do
a
it.
treehouse.
Was it abandoned treehouse?
Was it Morse code?
That's the other thing. They said he answered in farts. I mean,
yeah, I mean, there's
honestly,
Dude, maybe he was
asshole.
actually saying something really important.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't
Right.
communicate any other
Maybe
way.
they should have put their ears closer to his asshole to get the information.
He's like
They
trying to
should've
tell him he's
wrote
kidnapped.
Down like, dashes and dots.
There's all kinds of coordinates
What
in there.
exactly would be the dash and what would be the dot?
Yeah,
Oh, I got some dashes and dots.
Yeah, I got dashes and dots. He continues to reply their questions with farts.
Did you see the guy that got arrested and started dancing?
No.
It was fucked up.
I imagine they clubbed him to
There was
death.
a video of it.
Oh, okay.
They asked
Did they
her to
hit
like.
him?
They
Usually
asked
they
her
hit
to
him.
like. It's like 2 or 3 cops behind the guy, and the guy's facing away from the cops, and they ask him to put his hands up, and he like puts his hands up and starts shimmying, and like he won't stop dancing, like he just keeps dancing, and they finally sent the fucking police dog after him, and then they got him
They
for,
shimmer away
and
from
then
the
they
police
got him
dog.
for evading arrest, and it's like he wasn't evading.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
just
like he
moonwalking.
wasn't running. He wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the running man doesn't actually take you anywhere. You just stay in one spot.
You have to look that video up and check this guy out.
Yeah.
They said that he was like obviously high, which is a whole other thing.
And I got to tell you something too. There's the obviously high. I don't buy it. You need to know for a fact. You can't just. I think cops think everyone's high.
Yeah, but like when
the second you don't cower and crumple into the floor.
When the dude's shimmering, like he's
shimmering.
not.
He's shimmering.
He's not
He's shimmering like.
He seems like he's in a good mood. He's like, I'll get arrested. Come on, guys, I'll get arrested.
Yeah,
you know
right.
What I mean? Like,
because he still hasn't gotten the point yet. That yes, not only are you gonna get arrested, but you're gonna lose limbs and maybe your life and your neck. And
he's like, no, come on, guys, just work for it a little.
Yeah,
just Honey Crisp with me.
Work for it a little bit.
Let's just Honey Crisp together.
Yeah.
Like we're back at the old treehouse.
Yeah. Do you know how far out I can push this log before I can suck it all the way back in?
He goes like 6 feet.
Yeah. It's my best one. My best one was a 6-foot log, sucked it all the way back in. You got to do it on a clean surface, though. Otherwise, you might drag rocks and dirt and shit back in.
It looked like a giant brown snot.
Just looked like a shitty, lumpy cobra.
I ate a ton of gum that week.
Honey Crisp. Only Honey Crisp.
That's why it's
flavored gum.
Yeah. That's why it looks like a bunch of melted crayons.
Just slots in better.
I can suck it back up with such persistence.
Persistence.
I can.
Persistence.
I call this tailing. It's sort of like where, corking began, then became honey crisping. Now I'm snaking.
If I was a wild animal, I'd be trophy hunted.
Yeah, right. And here we left off the gum shit of the stones. Just dragging 6 foot. So I was like, now I gotta start all over again.
How do you know stones wasn't the part that got cut off?
they left the gum shit?
Yeah.
Because he said trophy. So, oh, that's a lot of fun. So what have you got next there?
So, a woman at a Waffle House found a dead frog in her glass of water.
A dead frog?
Yeah, and I just want to know, I just want
a series of events in that frog's life.
Well, here's the thing.
It's why am I on a tray?
I don't know why, but I imagined that the dead-eyed, soulless waitress, dead staring out into nothing.
Yeah, just
pouring, and the clunk of the frog as it hits the ice cubes.
A bunch of tadpoles falling.
And then she just places it on the tray.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Feeling
What it takes her so long to get to her that she goes from the tadpole into a full-grown frog and then dies.
The frog's completely depressed.
The dog just takes one look.
It's floating amongst the ice.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Done.
It's floating amongst the ice, just waiting to be done. Just waiting for the lights to go out.
There's little grease.
You complain
bubbles.
and she comes back and she goes, well, if it was glass, you wouldn't have been able to see it.
Yeah. Now shut up and eat your red velvet pancakes.
Yeah.
They're delicious. Don't mind that frog. It'll jump out on its own. Water's water.
A dead frog.
A dead frog.
Where are they? Are they
How
getting
does that
their
happen?
Water from out back?
Yeah, they're just
It's just
ladling
like a
it.
fucking
Yeah, they
puddle.
ladle it out of the sewer drain.
No, I know what happened. She gave her the code word to the bartender who also so happens to peddle acid mind-tripping frog water.
Yeah, but why the fuck would she tell anyone that?
Well, she just came across the secret code by accident and then was served this mind-altering frog, and she's like, what the fuck, there's a frog in my drink.
Or the bartender was just, he just deals in frogs. He's got a frog.
That's what I'm
He got a
thinking.
frog for every question.
Yeah. So every time she goes, why is there a frog here? Another one shows up.
Yes.
That sounds like a good time.
It's like unlimited French fries at Red Robin.
Yeah, people are like, what am I gonna do with all these frogs?
Here's more
There's
frogs.
so many of them. Where are they? Are you getting all these? Like, where are these coming from?
And you give all the frogs Honey Crisp.
They're pissing on everything.
Pissing?
Well, I used to catch frogs
They're
when I was a
corking,
kid.
Rick. They're corking.
Yeah, they would cork too.
All the frogs are corking.
Frogs definitely have gummy shit.
Yeah, frog shit is that's something you want to make.
And they all choreograph too, so they're all in unison.
They shit together, so their shit actually curves and bends. And it becomes
That's
a
a lot
sort
of flies, man.
It's like the women in the 50s dancing in the swimming
bugs
pools.
and shit, and just fucking.
It's basically a Disney animation.
Yeah, basically.
What, frog shitting?
Choreographed frog shitting.
Like in unison?
Yeah.
In a
Word.
pool? Together. So they're developing like a
In
own frog
a
shit font.
glass of water at a Waffle House.
Yeah.
Doing
Oh, I
pyramids.
forgot you said it was a Waffle House, not a fucking IHOP, but I guess what's the difference anymore? You know what I mean?
Levels of stickiness.
I mean, how do you even react? Like, would you get mad if you picked up your glass
Yeah,
and you're like,
I get
"Excuse
fucking
me,
mad.
there's a
I'm
frog
pretty
in
sure
here."
it's an indicator of what's going on in the back.
Yeah, because that frog didn't start in the glass.
Let's get back to the bar.
A little bit more emotion.
Let's get back to the bar. Now back to the bar. Let's get back to the bar. And now for more of this.
This song is unreleased. This is a brand new song off of regularly scheduled programming titled Bluntville. And that's it. It has not been released anywhere. This is the premiere.
Watch this demonstration.
I made the beat for this one. This is one of my self-produced tracks. I performed this one time before at the Mill Hill Basement. So technically it's been seen, but by very few eyes. This is the world premiere. Check it out. Chain smoking Bluntvilles, contemplating what's real. I've been racing uphill, trying to make a fucking meal. Hungry man, what's the deal? Your belt buckle getting stuck. Only time you tuck the steel, yup, it's real. Gibby get the legend back to run the field. Busy as fuck still, and everybody wanna chill. I'm grateful for the love, but they was hating on the scrub not that long ago. Got the longer dough, what they thinking in they mud? Like what you drinking in your mug? Gibby gibber, fill it up. Sight what it's really like, I'm in the negative with funds. But as corny as it sounds, I'm feeling rich with opportunity. Got a fistful of this loot, I'ma spend it all while doing these ciphers and shows. Light intro and then I'm moving 3 spaces. I'm states away to hit the stage. New to me like a school to me. New kid, don't tutor me, cause I do this. Make move mainstream lucid. Take 2 hits of that new fifth. Lately I got a lot on my mind, baby, but I know that we gon' be fine. Gotta keep up with the heat, I'm feeling seasoned in my prime. And all I ever needed was a reason and a rhyme. Lately I got a lot on my mind, baby, but I know that we gon' be fine. Gotta keep up with the heat, I'm feeling seasoned in my prime. And all I ever needed was a reason and a rhyme. Fuck the safer route, positive that I'll make it now. They can never.
Hello. Jokes and stuff. Can you hear me? Okay. How about now? Check.
Okay, so where's Mark Henely at? Are you behind the evil curtain? Okay, so I think we're back. I think we're good. First off, I want to say thank you to everybody who watched tonight. Awesome Talk Season 12, Episode 4 on November 26, 2019. I want to thank our guests, Jordan and Mark, for being here tonight, man. They were fucking great. Please follow us on all the bullshit and hit like and all that other shit and share the show. And first comic tonight coming out, I want to welcome Mark Henely.
What's going on, guys? How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? Well, we're actually in a house. I shouldn't make everyone yell real loud, right? It's probably against the housing code or something. I don't know. I quit my job recently. Woo! Yeah. Everyone here loves their jobs. I quit my job recently. Quitting your job is weird. I had to give 2 weeks notice. Do you guys fuck with 2 weeks notice? You shouldn't. It's dumb, you know? It's unnatural to be like, to go to your boss and be like, I hate you, I'm quitting, I'll never see you again after 10 more business days. You know? We'll be seeing each other up to 3 weeks from now. There's weekends, you know, the way the weekends work out, you know? I just can't. I was talking to someone from Australia and they said they have 4 weeks notice. They have to give 4 weeks notice before they can like quit their job. I can feel like I quit my job and I wouldn't even be mad at the end of it, you know? I quit my job, and then 4 weeks later, I'm like, you know what? I don't care that you kissed my wife. We've talked it out. I'm going to stay at Staples forever. It's unnatural, you know? Nothing else in your life is a 2 weeks notice, you know? You don't break up with your girlfriend, and then she lives at your house for 2 more weeks. While she prepares to move on down Grindr, you show the new guy how to eat her pussy. None of that happens. You just move on. I had to train my replacement, too, which is weird. Because you know exactly how bad things can be, and they're still excited, you know? Like, you're there in, like, the worst clothes you own that you can possibly call, you know, work clothes, and they're dressed in business casual, being like, this is going to be a great thing. You know, it's like adopting a kid while getting divorced, you know? This is your bedroom, that's where the bathroom is, and bedtime is 7 p.m. because your mom's mean. I'm getting out of here, I'm sorry you have to live this, you know? I don't know. Can I get weird? I'm gonna say stuff I probably don't want recorded. If I had like dignity or whatever, but I'm gonna say anyway. I had this weird medical thing where I was like peeing all the time. You ever get that? I was peeing constantly. You know, I was just peeing over and over. And so I went to the doctor, and he to like figure out what happened. And he put his fingers up my ass and told me which pills to take, which is weird. Isn't it weird that that's you can get so good at looking inside of an ass that you're just like, these are the pills. It's as close to someone doing bullshit to you, but they somehow know what's happening anyway. And I took this medication, and I was like, this is gonna help me pee less. And like, are there any side effects? You know? And it was a medication called Flomax. I probably shouldn't say it recorded either, what the product is. But he gives me medication. I'm like, are there any side effects? And he goes, well, sometimes if you're laying down, you stand up real fast, you'll get kind of dizzy. And I'm like, okay, I can live with that, you know? So I start taking it, and then I find out, and this is a little graphic, when I would come, nothing would come out. It would just feel good and then nothing. It's like you know in Something About Mary, where he like jerks off and he's like, where did it go? But that's like every time. And the other side effect didn't happen ever again. It just it never happened. I could jump out of bed real fast and be fine. But the other thing was happening every time. And I looked it up and it's called retrograde ejaculation. I shouldn't be talking about this, but I'm sorry I'm like in your house. And it's called retrograde ejaculation, and it's this this thing where instead of like being forced out of your body, it just goes into your bladder and dissipates. Nothing, and there's no bad side effects except that every website states that it makes men sad. Which is fucked up, you know? We sort of have male birth control maybe, but every man that takes it is like, do not tell anybody else. It is it's a curse. That's what kind of matters to us, you know? Like coming kind of matters. I'm looking right into my friend Matt's eyes when I say that, but it feels weird, but we're getting personal, you know? Matt, you ever read the book Tommyland, the Tommy Lee biography? He hasn't read it. It's a it's like a book about like his whole life and stuff, and in it he has like a whole chapter on sex tips, and they're all unrelatable. They're all things like, have you ever tried threesomes? Those are dumb. Try foursomes. You know, stuff that doesn't apply to anyone except for the drummer of Motley Crue in the 80s. And during it, he was talking about how, like, it's like the one thing we all know about Tommy Lee. He's like a giant dick, right? Huge. And in the book, he talks about meeting Peter North. And Peter North is the guy that comes a lot. And he asked Peter North, like, what is your secret to this? Like, what do you do? And Peter North is just like, I just eat a ton of celery, man. I just eat celery all the time. If you want to be like me, you got to eat celery too. So the grand point is, it seems like fucked up that we don't have like a male birth control, but at the same time, famously giant-dicked rock star Tommy Lee is just scarfing down celery because he wants to feel more like a man, you know? I don't know. Alright, actually, you know, I'm gonna get fucking real with you guys. It's fucking true. I'm getting real with you guys. I'm done. I'm not wearing the fucking shirt anymore. I'm trying to do better, but I'm not. Changing it up. Jordan, hold that. I'm gonna get fucking real with you guys. Donald Trump is a bad president. I'm sorry I'm the first person on this 4-hour show to say so. Every one of you has just been silent on whether or not Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, and I'm sick of this shit. My man. Hillary Criminal Clinton would have been a better president than Donald Trump, and her middle name is literally criminal. Monsanto made Mountain Dew too delicious, and it's ruining my life. I grew up in a town here. I grew up in Belmar, New Jersey, and I was real into metal. I used to like wear like this, but like I had long hair, and I was real into metal, and I had a whole group of metal friends. We'd walk around town all day, and then one town over, there's Wall Township. This town, it's a great town, but one time they had their own metalheads, and one time all the metalheads from Wall Township got into a hot tub and sucked each other's dicks. It happened. I wasn't there, Matt. Which is the point of the story. If I grew up one town over, am I in that hot tub? Or does my vibe ruin the hot tub party for everybody? Think about that a lot. Matt, you knew a younger me. Would I have made it in the hot tub? He says I would have. Sometimes Joe Rogan says things on his podcast that I don't like. And I write letters and the podcasts still come out. He's only going to get more letters. I'm sorry, I tried to stay more committed to being angry during that, but I couldn't because this is like a nice house full of nice people. All right, guys, I'm done. Can I introduce the next comic? Yeah. I'm Mark Henely. Give it up for my friend Jordan Mangloña.
You know what I just realized? Wait, so you can hear the audio, right? Yeah. But no one else can hear the auto tune. This is the first time this has ever happened.
Totally different experience.
Yeah, this is a very strange. I've always wondered, like.
We've done this before with someone else.
This is very interesting. Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah, he can hear it. Oh, he can.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you guys are gonna.
People watching can hear it.
Yeah. So the people watching, you guys can hear like all this other stuff, but just know that there's like a whole other. Everyone's gonna get the dirty. All right, so.
I watched a donkey die once, dead ass.
So anyway, I was eating pussy and I put the man in manic depression. I put the ointment in disappointment. I put the taint in uncertainty. I learned a new word for taint today. I was very happy about that. That's nice. I appreciate you guys. Perneum? Mark, when you talked about the guy like feeling your butt a little bit and knowing the pills, it made me think of Avatar, like the movie Avatar, where they link with the trees and like his finger just doing that to your like parts of your anus. Did you ever notice it's always people reminding you to take your vitamins? It's never give your vitamins. And we as a society have figured out that those are like pretty much like the basic essential things to like surviving. Like with water, you like add vitamins and like water and like fruit, like solid food, and it's like you're a balanced diet. I think Santa should be canceled. He's always looking at kids and he's always like naughty, nice. Those are two bad things to say about kids. Say what you will about the makers of the movie Human Centipede. They were just trying to make ends meet. The moon landing was staged. I usually scream that joke. The moon landing was staged. On the moon. I'm so Asian American, my favorite Decepticon was Scantron. I'm so Asian American that people try to guess what kind of Asian I am wherever I go, and it's like, who's that Pokemon? Come on. I'm actually like a self-hating Asian. I hate when Asians drive. I hate when Asians drive their kids into like depression and anxiety because of like high expectations competing in a unfair world. Chicken tikka masala, chicken tikka masala. 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 Okay, so that was a loop, and no one else heard that. Let's see. I'm like all over the place with my. I have a Tolkien black friend. He never stops talking about Lord of the Rings. I took acid at a gay pride parade, and once they started saying like we're here, and I was like, oh my god, we're here. We're not even queer yet. We're here. and then we're queer. But we're still here. Isn't it weird that we're here? Isn't it weird that we're here, but like neither here nor there? Sorry, I literally went in a weird spiral through my notebook, so I'm just like, oh yeah. What do butterflies feel in their stomachs when they fall in love? Is it smaller butterflies? If everyone could close their eyes with me, 'cause my eyes are closed, you all can see if yours are still open. Please close your eyes or this joke won't work. You need a picture or a centaur. You need a picture, the first centaur that you can picture in your head, and hold on to it. Hold on to it for a second. Scan the centaur from head down. Just start at the top of the head and just scan down, and like you're at like, does a centaur have an Adam's apple? Does a centaur have abs? Isn't it strange that centaurs have abs? How does a centaur do a sit-up? If you are still closing your eyes, picture a centaur doing a sit-up. I don't know why I got all gospel-y there. I did DMT with DMX, the DMV. It was the only way that joke could work. I actually did this. He was really grateful. He was really grateful. Yeah. He was really, because he had like a lot of anger issues before it, and it like really opened him up. I have intense social anxiety, if no one. I still do. It's a weird choice to try to be a comedian because I still have this. I'm just scared of everybody. I'm not scared of it. You guys are very nice. But my anxiety like fills up like a hot air balloon. My dad. I started trying veganism recently, and I told my father, and he was like, baloney. I was like, that's like the best answer to like someone. It's like, oh, you're gonna try to like change your whole life and not eat meat anymore? Meat. An example of meat. Alright guys, I think that's all I have. Thank you guys so much. Jordan Mangloña.
Thank you so much, dude. Love you, man. Thank you for being here, dude. Appreciate it. Everybody, that's awesome talk tonight, man. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for sharing. Thank you again so much to our guests, Mark and Jordan, for being here tonight, man. You guys were fucking amazing, and I want to hear it for everybody. Dude, this is a really, really great night. Have a safe Thanksgiving. Thank you to our sponsor, Nevermore-Designs.com. And thank you all for watching. That's been awesome talk. Thank you all very much for drinking with us. Matt, let me know when we're gone.